All right, what's going on, everybody? Swagged out. I'm here with,
Nico.
and we have a guest that has been a kind of a regular lately. When it comes to all the dope news Xerjoff's, so that's how we know what's going on over there. We lock in with the man who knows all the Xerjoff stuff, and I happen to see some images of some crazy looking
Bottles.
bottles recently, and I was like, hey, Rafa, what is this? And he was like, these are some amazing fragrances that, heads up, I have checked out already. And I think you need to smell them. And I was like, yo, I'll just talk to you about them. And he was like, stand by. I'm going to send you some samples. You can smell them along while I talk about them a little bit. And heads up, I cheated. I had to. If you went to the website, you know these are limited. Which is 500 of each?
Yeah, no, actually, it's 150 each.
150, a lot less than that. So
Damn.
there's not a whole bunch of them accessible. So what we're gonna talk about today, if you're interested, I suggest you check it out. With that said, Rafa, how are you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. How are you, Rico?
Man, I'm doing great, and let me tell you something. After smelling these, again, I'm gonna get ahead of this real quick. I wanted to do a reel when I got back from work to say this, and then we'll get into everything.
Mhm.
The one that I haven't spoken about or even showed, page 70. And page 70, all I did was dab some on my wrist this morning.
Yeah.
Page 70 has one of the best longevity and fragrance that I've ever tried. And the interesting thing about that one compared to 18 and 13 is that it's the one that has the most like citrusy type of vibe. And you would think that would be the one that would dissipate the fastest. I'm talking about at the end of the day, it wasn't a skin scent. It was a scent still projecting. Now, like, this is crazy stuff. That 70 is probably going to be one of the last ones to talk about today. We have four with us. So before we get started, we will show you. This is page 18, which is happens to be my favorite right now. Page 13, which somebody over here is digging. And I believe Rafa will speak a little bit to that effect as well.
Oh.
The 70, as I mentioned, and we have, yeah, buddy. And we have another sleeper
Nice.
back here that we'll get to at the end. But with that said, sir, please educate us a little bit.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a while, right?
It's been a
It's
good
been
minute.
a
It's been a
yeah.
pretty good minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like I said, wow, this year is flying. One, two, three.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's going fast.
Christmas is around the corner. Yeah, Thanksgiving's tomorrow, pretty
Just,
much.
I mean, damn near.
Literally,
You're
yeah.
damn near.
But yeah, well, the last time that I was here with you guys, I think we talked about I believe we talk about the brand in general, I
we,
guess.
we talked about the brand, but we talked about specifically
Black
Rio Rio.
Black
Oh yeah.
Minister. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that collection right there, and we talked a little bit about, oddly enough, um, the Torino 24,
Oh
which
yeah.
is which at that time was the most recent, and was the Torino that I said this is the Torino that people need to get into. I know there's people who love all the previous ones. I get it. I'm not saying I historically am not a citrusy, bright fragrance lover. I'm starting to actually appreciate those more, which is crazy now. But 24 was my favorite at the time, and there's actually a new Torino also. So a whole lot of new stuff to talk about. But this new collection, um, from presentation to longevity, scent wise, everything so far. And this is just dabbing a little bit every day because, as I said, I need to keep some available so that I can spray some as we walk through them. Because man, when I tell you this one right here, that's that's what's left.
I wanted to
Uh,
spray it all over.
Wow.
she, yeah, hey, and
There you
she
go.
wanted to wear it to work. I was like, you can't do work. If you wear this to work, I'll have an empty bottle. This is just to spray on the arm, enjoy a little bit, know what's up. But yeah, so um,
Well,
yeah. Anyway, the
the
floor is
story,
yours.
yeah, the story basically pretty much is a new collection into the Sergio portfolio called a sketchbook. And basically, what it is Sergio Momo, the founder and CEO of the brand, had in his drawer, like like a sketchbook, and he because his background is from designing, so he pretty much draw some ideas, put it together, how the bottles is gonna look like, and then he and his wonderful team brought up a P33. That was the very first
I recall
sketchbook.
that one.
So this one is the new version. 2 years ago, in 2022, it was released with the golden and bronze Sergio of letters, and it was a 24 karat gold embrossed in the bottle. And to make it more accessible, actually, they decided to make another called a blank page, which it doesn't have that gold embrossed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but the story didn't end there. We also have some other new collections in the Sergio portfolio, like the blends were Neo Rio, Black Moonlight, Tony Iommi's, Groupscape. We have also the perfume that it has no alcohol,
Ah, yes.
which is Nucleus, and that's another beautiful one. It's like I don't know if you
Yeah.
We
see
tried.
the
We
Yeah.
tried that in Milan when we were with you.
so in this collection, Sergio, believe it or not, last year in Cannes, he introduced these three new sketchbooks. But it was kind of like an idea, and he just wanna present the idea, how it's gonna be and how it's gonna look. And the three bottles, they're like, I don't know if you see the pictures, but basically they're like I don't have a picture exactly here, but I can show you some of the. Well, you can show it if you want, but
Yeah. I'm gonna pop them up real quick here.
the perfumes are incredible design. Like, but
So we'll start with
this is
man.
the
Yeah,
yeah, that's better. So this is
look at
P13,
that.
and basically P13 is like it has that tuberose, and believe it
Yes.
or not, people doesn't realize how tuberose can be so lusty, provocative,
Yes.
elegant, but at the same
This is
time,
13.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it tantalizes you, it
Oh yeah.
mystifies you. It's like it's tuberose when it's well done, blended. It
Mhm.
can become no like like a grandma or like a garden or some sort of like that. This is stunning, through and through,
Oh yes, this is
and
sexy.
This.
that's
and,
the very first one.
and I'm not even really into tuberose.
What?
It's not a note that has ever really got my attention. That when I hear tuberose, I'm like, I need to smell that one. But this, man,
Yeah, it's
I wish everybody can just try it. At least like sample it something so you can see like, yeah, the bottles are pretty, but this is so much more than a bottle. Like these.
This is sexy. This is a sexy man in a suit. This is listen. This is I'ma find me a husband here. You can get something with this. The
yeah, no,
tuberose and the orange blossom.
Rafa has a baby maker fragrance, and you got a husband getter fragrance.
yeah, this is more like it's kind of like a desire in a bottle.
Oh
That's
my
what I call
god,
it.
yes.
Desire in a bottle is like you smell it and you will completely leave a trend, like amazing slash provocative.
Oh yes.
Definitely
Very.
make a statement wherever you go. And Close Encounter, like this is the kind of like the theme of this perfume, P13. It really makes sense what actually smell and actually how the bottle is created with
Mm-hmm.
these wires, like when you play, you do
That's so
that kind
good.
of like a foreplay, things like that, like
That makes a lot more sense with all of the
with the
little
wires, it
leather
up.
straps all over it.
Bondage.
Yeah, so basically the three bottles are kind of like tempting and tantalizing and
Very
provocative,
tantalizing.
and that's kind of like the theme of the three perfumes in terms of the design, in terms of the ingredients or the notes that you want to call it. um, Believe it or not, the three perfumes are completely connected, like in
I
love.
I'm glad you said that because that's one of the first things I told. I was like, there is a common trend among
With it.
all three. However, that it's more of knowing enough to catch that because the three scents, all three, are so different that it's hard to make that connection at first scent. But there's clearly a connection between all three that you find a lot in the and how they're developed, how they
Yeah,
develop it in the no breakdowns.
especially in the dry down, all three are connected. It's basically tuberose, uh, orange blossom,
Orange blossom.
Mm.
tobacco.
Yeah. I
It
get
has
those two.
tobacco as well. Especially this one has a little bit more of tobacco because it pairs perfectly with the tuberose.
Mm.
And, and,
Mm.
and that's the sexiness with the orange blossom, making more sexy
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah, P13 is my favorite.
All
P8
right, all
is
right.
more like a vanilla,
Sexy
and
vanilla.
I can show you. This is how actually. This is kind of like how it runs my favorites. It's like I don't know if you can see it. Like the, the
Oh,
one,
clear. I guess you like it a little bit.
yeah, the one that is empty is P13. P18 is the middle, and P7 is the one that is still running there.
Mm.
So since we're gonna start, oh, you guys already spray it, right? Let me just
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Let me remind myself how this smell, because it's like I said, provocative. Uh,
Very.
Unfortunately, it's not like more than 150 bottles made.
That is very unfortunate.
But if you have a chance to buy it, I recommend you to buy it because
I do the same, and I say that with full understanding. And I think it's fair to say early on, we're gonna say some stuff about these fragrances, and I'm sure about it. That's gonna make you curious.
Um,
If you
tempted.
respect anybody, here's opinion and fragrance, and trust me when I tell you, I have no affiliation to Xerjoff other than I have a whole lot of their bottles back there, um, and I'm cool with Rafa, and that's about it. There's no business. I said nothing to gain. These fragrances are just this is
Phenomenal.
top level of fragrance, and it's not the most affordable, but I think especially with 70, you will see what the highest level of fragrance does look like when you try these because man, they just the longevity, the projection, and the blending of notes is just top
tremendous,
notch for real.
tremendous. So the opening, as soon as you open it, it's like the rose, kind of like the Turkish rose, is just on your face. But then it settles, it starts settling because it has a little bit of bergamot, but then the orange blossom and the tuberose and jasmine, they're dancing together in the most harmonious way. But then it blooms that the tobacco, no like tobacco-ish, no like a smoky, no like a pie tobacco, but it's kind of like there holding all these floral facets together.
Mm.
And it has a little bit of woodiness, which is the utmost at the end. So when you put it on the skin, it's like, oh my God, it's like, it's love at the first time. It's like,
Yes.
produces so much of your olfactory senses that start active, getting like so much like, I need this bottle. I need it in my life.
Me
And
too.
when,
You too.
when, when Sergio actually introduced this collection to, the guests that we invite last year in Cannes, they smell the perfume, but they cannot touch the bottles.
Mm.
They only have testers.
Mm.
So then he decided, like, we're just gonna wait 1 year because it needs to develop more and more. So they finalized this in the middle of the year, and then they decided, like, listen, this is too much work, too much ingredients. Like, this is a superb. This supposed, in
Yeah.
my opinion, supposed to be exclusive to Harrods. To be honest, in my opinion, but thank God, like, at least, like, there's certain people, like, for example, me, I got the chance to buy one, and I bought it. So it's not like, because no one in the company can actually get these bottles for free, even that we work for the brand.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's super exclusive, and I need to go for the one that I love the most. As you
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Same
I,
here. Probably not gonna be 18.
you see, like, it's empty. What is my beacon? But it's empty. I empty it out right away. It's
You're
like,
right now. 18, 13. Correct.
I've been
Well,
testing these samples since September, and I said, no, this is definitely mine. And yeah, I truly love it. And just to give you an idea, this is how the bottle comes. And as you see, this is number. I don't know if you can see that there.
Yep. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is number 107 from 150 bottles.
Damn.
And this is how it comes in this present.
Lovely.
And when you buy a sketchbook, the paper, the box, like the same feeling of an sketchbook.
Actual sketch. I was a sketcher growing up, and yes,
Like
I'm
a
very aware.
sketchbook cover. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So as you see, a number is there.
Yeah.
Number is there.
Let me tell you something. Some people love fragrance. Some people like the collecting aspect as a whole. I'm
Mhm.
fragrance, bottle, box, everything as a whole. I love numbered boxes, bottles. That's when I have the opportunity to get a numbered, I don't care if it's one of 2,000, one of 5,000, one of 30. If I can get a one of or number 6 or whatever it is, I love that. So I look forward to having my one more numbered bottle to the collection.
I agree with you, because when you are a collector, if you have the ability to actually acquire those, why not? Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I understand some people say, like, why only 150 bottles? Well, this is exactly what it is. It's exclusive. If you have a chance, just acquire one or two, or none, or just get a sample, because samples are available.
Yes.
Um, that's another thing. Like, in these three perfumes, as you guys can see, the Sergio doesn't follow any trends. They just get inspired by a narrative, by an idea, by a theme, by a story. So they create a perfume from a story, from the story to the perfume. So they actually don't see what is actually trending, because they want to create something unique. And in these three perfumes, yeah, you can smell some facets, because you have so many perfumes in your collection. But to be honest, in these three, in my opinion, they're unique, totally unique. I have like in Sergio bottles, probably I have like probably 250 bottles of Sergio, and the rest,
Sheesh.
yeah, I have almost 1,000 bottles, because each
Damn.
here and then inside in this closet. But yeah, but about Sergio, I believe it's 250 or something, close to 300. There's no one. Probably this one could be closer to Lunosa, which is exclusive to Harrods. But no, I have Lunosa. I have Lunosa, and there's another two bottles with tobacco. And to be honest, this is up to until I bought this one, was my very small most.
I've seen that bottle before, and I think it's amazing as well.
Yeah. So
I will
see,
say this about 13, and you've made the reference to the tuberose and tobacco. I'm sure a lot of people can come to appreciate. There is a different combination that this does have in here, which to my nose is what I detect more. And I know a lot of people will understand this concept or appreciate this as well. That combination of that sweet tobacco and orange blossom. And orange blossom, I don't think we've talked about enough at this point. This that the I get the tuberose for sure, but when you get orange blossom and a smooth tobacco together, it creates this really nice, warm, sweet effect. And if you just orange blossom in and of itself is a great note that really uplifts a lot of fragrances. But when you put that tobacco, and as you said, it's not pipe tobacco, it's not a harsh, earthy tobacco. It's a very smooth, sweet tobacco that blends so well with
Yeah.
notes like orange blossom and, of course, tuberose. But if you enjoy tobacco and orange blossom fragrances, again, that you want to check this one out as well because it's, and again, a lot of people will look at the price of a fragrance and immediately ask projection, longevity, how long does this last? These three fragrances have lasting power. And I mean, I don't have 1,000, but there's about six and some hundred whatever bottles here. This is literally that this collection has some of the best staying power on skin. And I have to echo this. It's not just a skin scent after 9 hours, 10. I still smell it
Well,
prominently throughout the day, and that's the reason why I was excited about this live. That's the reason why I was like, yo, I really want to do this particular live justice because there's very few. This did to me. It had the same effect. This collection that, and those who were there with us know when I smelled Brompton Immortals for the first time, the extrait, the Harrods, very few fragrances that I smell that I look at the price tag and want to walk away and then turn back around and be like, all right, we're gonna have to figure this out. This this collection is crazy, and we're over here doing rocks, paper, scissors to
which
see
one?
which one we're gonna take.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you, we haven't even talked about my favorite yet. We'll get into that one next.
yeah. We're gonna get to, but let me show you the presentation of
Yes.
Yes, please, please.
13. As I said, this is the same kind of paper of when you buy a sketchbook, and then you just open up. You see, you have a sticker here, which is the number of the 150 bottles that they make. This is a 107. It comes with the same box as the
Yeah.
second box, but the difference is, of course, inside.
Mm-hmm.
How it comes, which is totally different presentation inside. First of all, you have to remove this, which says this. Okay,
Full filter. Mhm.
you remove it, and then you have a plate there that is stated your batch code and the number of the bottle. It comes with a little pamphlet, the story behind how Sketchbook was created, and how these three are especially give you a narrative, a motive, something like justify why it's looking like this. First of all,
That is tough.
it comes in this kind of like bed, you see, like a rugged bed. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's totally different. It's kind of like the Tony Iommi, but the one, the crystal, the Swarovski crystals.
Yes.
And instead of the black, it's in white.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the presentation of the box. And then it comes this beautiful, gorgeous bottle. And
I see people saying they need it on the Instagram side. Listen, there's 150, and one of them is in his hands.
So then
So
149
you only
left.
have 149 left that we know about. That is crazy. That I love, and I gotta say this too. Like this is crazy because it's gonna sound like I'm just all in teams.
That
I'm
bottle.
listen. I'm fair when it's not good. I'm just gonna not talk about it. When it is, we gotta give it credit. Like Xerjoff, and especially when they went to the Xerjoff Universe website and they changed how they did the distribution and they went into taking all the collections and putting them in the traditional Xerjoff bottle or the newer one, not the old square one. All the collections are merged for you to still find an exciting way to market aesthetically a product. when you're using the same silhouette every single time, like you have to think outside the box. And he took the same exact bottle. We have, like I said, 30 something up there. It's the same silhouette. All you can do is different color, different shades, and then somebody thought to themselves, let's get freaky with it and put some leather straps on it and really turn it up. It's crazy.
Well, for example, my bottle of Lunosa also have a number. I don't know what is the number, but yeah, it's right here. But I don't. It's right here. Okay, I don't know if you will see that number, but it's right.
I'm blind.
Wait. No, it's right here, right here.
Can you see?
Can you see the number?
Okay, yes. I ain't seen the number where it is, but I
Yeah.
seen a little sketch on it here.
Hold on.
Look,
Let me,
look,
let
look,
me
look.
get
Good.
real close. Yeah, I'm blind. Don't take my word for it. I
Well,
am. These are
this
not for show. They're real.
also the number of this bottle is engraved there. One of,
Oh, that yes.
okay, that
That I can
attention to
see.
details. The cap is the only cap in Sergio portfolio that he has kind of like
The
the
X
crown
on
is
top.
gold.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Put that closer. Let me
turn
see
it.
the top part.
Yeah, turn it forward.
Cant it forward a little bit.
No.
La parte de arriba. Ooh, yeah, that is.
Oh, that's cute.
Yo, listen, folks, listen. I'm seeing the presentation for the first time, which I'm a sucker for presentation. Please,
Yes.
excuse my enthusiasm. That
Yeah.
is.
So this
Listen.
is the
That's gonna go right next to the 20 Iomis.
so as you can
Underneath a little
see, like
pedestal.
there's a reason why it costs what it costs. You see what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah. There's plenty of extras in there.
plenty of attention to details, the Sergio logo there, of course. Then, if you can see what is symbolized, the meaning of,
Yeah, the little bottle. I like that.
you see that little bottle,
Yep, the little metal gold. I like that.
and this is kind of like a close for you to actually. You're supposed to. It's kind of like it's like it's hard to say, but it's kind of like when you do the preview, you know what I mean? And then you tie it up, and then you don't supposed to go out. You don't supposed to break it. That's exactly what it is. You're completely tied up, and I throw the key in the lake.
Away.
Ah.
You're
Away.
locked in now.
I throw it away, and then you are mine. So kind of like that. So yeah, and also I don't know if you can see the X is also embroidered in black color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like let me take a look. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Yes.
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 So everything, the little details is like, yeah, it's
It's good.
tremendous. It's,
It's really yeah.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
Listen, folks, this is grown stuff. If you're not ready for this, I'm sorry, but this is real. This is the real. This is how babies are made. Let's get serious.
No, for real, for real. This fragrance, this is my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
but this it smells so sexy on me, and it smells just as sexy on him. So it's very, very unisex. The bottle is dope. The fragrance, this is so sexy. It's
is
so easy.
This is what we got left.
the crimson color of this perfume is like it tells you a lot. Like
Yes, the juice, the color of the juice.
the color of the juice is like a
Mm.
crimson color, and it's like as soon as I see the color, I say, "Oh, that's definitely mine," and I wasn't wrong. Like,
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad you said that, because that's a beautiful bottle. That's a wonderful fragrance. That she loves it. I'm down with it too. But in reference to the crimson juice that call, and again, I get it. People will say, you can add dyes. I got what you're saying. Listen, when you look at
The
these,
two
you see
difference, the
that
difference.
that crazy bright
Darker.
ruby crimson.
And then, yeah.
This is the one that caught my eye immediately, and um, and this one right here is 18,
yeah,
and this super bright
yeah.
ambery.
and
Yeah.
it just keep your hand going. It when you spray it, it just keep your hand going like this. Like, oh my
Yo,
god.
listen to me.
It-
Listen, I
so
think 13 is great, but
Uh-uh.
this 18 right here, this
Okay.
18 right here, they call this Dove.
let me write it.
Oh,
I don't
this
want
is
to
good. So
mess.
this is more.
Come on now, I saw your face. You
No, no,
fell
no,
in
no, no.
love when you
Listen,
saw that. Stop it.
this is good. This is. I think a lot of women would go for this.
I don't
Yeah.
know what she's trying to say
No, no, no,
about
no, no,
me,
no.
but
Uh, I totally agree with you because when I was testing the tree, as you see, uh,
Oh, it's so good.
um,
This is so
okay,
good.
this is what is left from my
Damn.
very first, and then I was testing like crazy. I said like I just gonna commit to one, only to one, like in love, only to one.
that's
So
it.
that's it.
I found my love.
I cannot even. It's not even working anymore because oh no, it's working now. Look, it's like to me,
Oh,
I
that.
totally agree. I found it more unisex, leaning feminine.
Exactly. That's why I said more
I
women
can
would go
definitely
with that.
see on the unisex spectrum,
Yeah.
more women
Would go
will
with this one.
probably go
With
with
the red one.
18. 13 does have, I don't know, 13
So
is
13 for me, okay, for these two, this is what I was telling him. I like 13. It's dark and yet it's bright and it's so sexy. This is like, baby, put on your best dress, red. Listen, we sexing it up.
red panty night.
One of those, I probably left. Then this one, I'm following Rafa. This is Baby Maker. Rafa.
Yeah,
The 13 is Baby
perfect
Maker.
baby maker.
Yes.
But I have an idea. I will tell you the idea at the end, guys, because this is how I picture this tree. But yeah, I totally agree with you. For me, that's where I pick P13 because it's a baby maker. The P18, as you can see, look at the tester strip. Be
Oh,
careful,
yeah.
okay? Just be careful. And
It's
even though
sweeter too.
it's sweeter because it's
Yes.
a lot of vanilla,
Oh, what's the nuts in
a
there?
lot of vanilla, and once again, as we stated in the beginning, they're all connected. Started
Yes.
with Turkish rose, violet, but the violet is not as powdery as in the P13.
Right.
P13
They
gets
both have
powdery,
both though.
but this one is more brighter. The rose,
Yes. Oh,
the,
it's
ro-
very sweet on you.
Hmm.
the rose and the cloves
The
are
clove, yeah, the clove stands out.
Yo, the clove is crazy here.
probably that's the reason that you like it because that's the beauty of the spiciness when you use the spices in your perfumes like cardamom.
Yo,
Nice, soft,
the
sweet
amber,
spice.
the
Yes.
clove, the vanilla, the tobacco. This, listen, much love to 13 and much respect to everybody who picks 13. But 18 to my nose is just this is a love to me. This is an absolute love. This is like with 150 in the world, I have to get I have to like I have to I tell you what. I tell you what. We're here on live. Everybody's gonna hear this agreement. You want it as a Christmas gift? I'll take mine. You can have you want your Christmas gift to be 13. I'll take 18. Shake on it. Done. All right. We got gifts coming. We
All
got
right,
gifts
all
coming.
right,
There it
all
is. Too
right.
easy.
That's the beauty of perfumery
Yes.
because you can be A or you can be B, but some people and a bunch of people can love C, and then you go further and get over and over and over. And it's like that's the beauty because to me, P13 resonates to me. But I understand because as you see, I wear a lot of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Uh-huh.
P18, and I was like one notch ahead to click it and buy and buy the two. But I said no, 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 just one.
You got yeah. Cause there is. Listen, if you smell those, I promise you, there is this thing in the back of the head that says, just get them two now and don't buy fragrances for another 4 months. But
Yeah,
that's not realistic either. So you're kind of stuck in that. You're kind of stuck in that place. Um, 18 is a must for me. The listen, if you're into ambery, lightly spiced. Now, there's a lot of when you hear amber spice, your mind might go straight to like Middle Eastern fragrances. This is not an attempt to recreate. This is a very ambery fragrance foremost, I think.
But it's
With
to me,
nice,
vanilla, vanilla.
yeah, 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 absolutely, yeah,
For
exactly.
vanilla lovers, I'm gonna tell you guys because I wish that you guys could have go to Cannes because I
You're not
hope
the only one who wishes that, Rafa. I
it
guarantee you.
can make it next year because
Next
you
year.
know we were on the beach, we were by the shore, and then Sergio started introducing all the lineup of perfumes that are coming up. You know, between the next 3 months, which last month, this month, and next month, and also in January because what is coming in January probably is gonna move my Via Cavour. Just to
Oh, now
yeah.
hold up, because you brought up vehicle war, which I'm glad you brought up. We've been alluding to it since we started with the Baby Maker fragrance, right? Now, you happen to be a gentleman with a lady in your life who agrees with you on Via Cavort. Has your lady, number one, agreed that 13 is also a baby maker? And two, whatever comes out in January, does she agree with you on that too? Because there's two ways to look at things: is do I look at fragrance based on my personal preference only, or does my representation or how I express this fragrance come from what she tells me she smells on me?
uh, um, in Cannes this time, I was only by myself,
Oh, okay.
and then nobody actually from my family or from my relatives smelled P. I mean, the one that is coming in January. Okay, but I
Oh.
didn't tell anyone what I was wearing. So since I organized, you know, these influencers coming to the party, I was welcoming the influencers with Sergio and the second owner of the brand, and I was introducing, you know, little by little each.
Yeah.
And then we greeting, you know, hey, what are you wearing?
Ooh.
I said like
Okay.
I knew that I'm gonna make a statement because I had the chance to put this one in the thing, but I said no, I'm gonna do it with Givio. That's the name of the perfume. Givio. It's a new shooting stars. And
Ooh.
and then
Okay.
I spray like woo, because I spray like I'm a heavy sprayer. That's why most of the time I buy also a lot of samples to spray from the samples instead of my bottles because
Smart. I like
That's
that.
good. Yeah. Once you got the bottle, just get the samples. Why not?
besides it's like I have to take pictures of it. I have to take pictures. I have to do reels, you know, to do the social media stuff for Sergio. So
Yes.
yeah, I got a bunch of samples. Like look, I have 20 samples. You have no idea how many samples. Like for example, this is a sample from Mars Year that I got in 2015. And
Damn.
look at this color.
Wow. The mature and mature.
Let me ask you a question, and this is a little off topic, but it's a thing that we discuss a lot. Can you put that back in the camera? That
Sure.
last sample, 2015. So there's a decade ago.
Yeah.
When you look at that last two sprays you have there, do you think to yourself, I'm gonna spray it, or do you think I don't want to waste it, so I'm not gonna spray it? And the reason I ask that is because if you don't spray it for lack of wasting, it's the same thing because you still don't have it. And the longer it's in that bottle, the less
It's there to always where you can spray
use
and
it or
no,
lose it.
no,
Use
no.
it or lose it.
You don't want it all to be gone.
Okay, time out. So
The thing,
1 decade aged fragrance in there. What do you do with that?
the thing is like I train my nose because with Mass Robert in the vintage version is more animalic, more like it has that punch that is in your face. It's like kind of animalic. It's very musky, very brutally musky. But if you get Masro Oyor is that doesn't have that color. Look at the color of Masro Oyor. Okay,
Hmm.
and look at the color from the.
Yeah. That's
Darker, yeah.
that's very concentrated.
So
Yeah, for
this is
sure.
musk and vanilla, and this is full of musk, like punch,
Oh yeah. That's all. Yeah.
like a masculine. So when I train my nose, I say like, okay, I want patchouli. I got the Monsieur. Okay, that's patchouli. Okay, patchouli and vetiver. Okay, musk, amber. Okay, so I'm training my nose with those vintage because I have a vintage collection. So I said like, okay, before Ifra, I can actually picture myself how that smelled before. And now compared to the synthetic, because the synthetics are gonna take over in the next probably less than 5 years,
Mhm.
totally like 100% synthetic. We're going to that direction.
Come on. So let me ask you this, and this is more for like I guess what I like to call the nerd conversations. But do you think that's attributed to IFA specifically, or a combination of IFA and then just natural resources being depleted, or is there another reason for that?
To me, what I witness is the
Yeah.
demanding now.
Is it what?
Is the demand.
Ah.
Is the
Ah.
Yeah, because the more you can see, like how many compare this year from this year with 2019, how many perfumes they brought up in
Yeah.
2018 and
It's
now.
there's not enough left. Yeah, there's not enough in the
Compare
world to.
one of the top brands besides us, besides Sergio, compare Amouage. Amouage, how many perfumes they
Yeah.
release it. And it's not because, oh, like I want to release without any knowledge or any kind of care for the customers. It's just because the demand for perfumes are increasing heavily that the brands have to, put it up and catch up the demanding. So
No, I agree with that for sure.
so the creativity can get loose if you just put it out and follow the trends.
Yeah.
But there are certain brands like Sergio, for example, they don't follow any trends. They just have an idea, put it together as a story, put it in a bottle, design the bottle, create the perfume, pack it up, put it on the website, and release it. So it's a process,
Yeah.
Even though that they release the new ones that just released is like the Duran Durans, the Louis 15 Rosé.
Oh my God, that rosé. By the way, we did get to smell that last year, and anybody who has tried the original Louis, which I have a bottle of that as well, that's an amazing fragrance. But I smelled both of them side by side, um, at the event when they were releasing it, and as much as I like the original, that rosé to the minute I smelled it, I had asked like, when is it releasing? Almost a year later, just about a year later, and when I tell you anybody who smelled the original Louis, if you have not tried the rosé version, I can almost promise you, unless in your head that's your baby maker, which everybody has different tastes, and I get that. But unless it's just your number one fragrance, the rosé will almost blow the original out the water. It is to die for. The fragrance, by the way, the champagne is also very good. So,
Yeah.
um, I've been asking where can we get some Xerjoff
Champagne.
champagne, some rosé, because that stuff is we got our cups full.
I didn't want to include the samples of the rosé because I want to talk about the sketchbooks and
Yeah, absolutely.
But next week before Thanksgiving, I'm gonna send you the samples of the rosé. Okay, because why? Because believe it or not, it's being available at the Xerjoff website right now at this moment. Okay,
I saw it. I peeped that.
yeah,
Trust me,
there.
I saw that.
It's there, but the issue that we had is like we have so many events
Yeah,
throughout the last 2 months, 3 months actually, that we actually couldn't do a proper promotion that is already out and is available at our website.
gotcha.
Okay.
So we have the release of Torino 25, the release of these sketchbooks, the three exclusive ones. We also have we release a UAE private collection exclusively for UAE. That happened in Dubai. So
Oh,
when all these influencers went to Dubai at Beauty World,
Beauty World.
Yeah.
Sergio actually was there, but only an exclusive to present a UAE collection. 7 perfumes that represents uh, each state of the UAE. So that's what is 7. So they're marvelous. Erica can tell you because Erica went to Dubai and she smelled it and she interviewed Sergio. If you go to the channel, she can tell you how they smell from the
We'll
scent.
be doing that next because
Yeah.
that's I was not. I listen. I try to be as aware of dope fragrance drop as possible, and this is the first time I'm hearing that. Maybe appropriate because you can't buy it from where I'm at right now. But my only UAE Xerjoff is the Alexandria
Orientale. Yeah,
Orientale,
yeah.
and um, I I like to say this that Sergio is. I mean, I guess this is goes without saying. People know he's proven what he can do and his love for blending notes and creating them. But I feel like this is my personal. When he puts that UAE stamp on his fragrances, he really locks in. Like he has a lot of respect for the culture there, and he makes these. And I know people who will say the Alexandria 2 is the best thing you can get if you can't get the original. Um, 3 is amazing for sure, but that Orientale, if you love a Middle Eastern um, expression of any type of fragrance, when Sergio does UAE exclusives. He does some crazy work. And now there's this fragrance here, 18, which we
Perfect.
need, 18, which we need, and 7 more UAEs, which we may never even smell. But now we have a reason to check out the UAE.
Well, you never know because you might visit Dubai. If you go to Dubai, you can
Well,
buy.
and that's my point. If we hit up Dubai, and that's somebody keeps talking about Dubai, so sure, why not?
Yes,
Yes.
and I'm looking for the pictures because I want to show you the pictures actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
they're beautiful. They represent. They have the colors of the
Slow
UAE
down.
or the UAE flag, and each like each perfume is super marvelous.
Green, black, white, red.
Yep. Let me see because it's like I have tons of emails. It's like crazy. I'm
Oh, you're
getting
together.
busier
You're
and
really
busier and busier. You have no idea how busy I am. But
Oh,
this
I have an idea, bro. I have.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
green,
oh, oh, oh,
red,
oh, oh,
white,
oh.
black.
Oh, it's
Nice.
literally what I. Green,
That's
white, red.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so representing the
So
UAE,
time out. 2 greens, 2 whites, 2
The
blacks,
color of the
and
UAE.
right?
then 1 red.
Red.
Yeah, because it's a strip on the
Strip,
flag.
yeah. Perfect.
So yeah,
Ooh.
and yeah, well, according to the team, because the team told me they're marvelous, all of them. Erica told me that he loved 4 of them,
Oh,
the 7,
nice.
and I'm probably gonna get some samples. So if I get the samples, we can do a live stream probably at the end of
Bro,
the.
you already know. If you want to talk Xerjoff, holla at me. I'll make time if there's no time.
So I just gonna send you guys the Louis 15 Rosé to don't get out of the tangent because we stopped it before P70
Yeah,
P70.
but listen to me.
Yeah.
I have 70 in my hand already. I was ready
Oh,
because
Okay,
hold on. But Rafa,
yeah,
since you have both, did you mix it and see what you get?
have you blended them?
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I I,
That
I did that by mistake because I was
oh, it
like
was not a
I
mistake
said
over
like
here.
oh I'm gonna put more because I was trying to empty it out the P13
Yeah,
and I,
you got the wrong one.
I got the wrong color and I said oh dang oh I see oh okay and then huh.
Right?
But like I said, the tricky part of this is It's one perfume, believe it or not. But there's a tweak in one, there's another tweak in the second,
Yes.
and there's another tweak in the third one. But you
But
said
the tweaks are so extreme. Listen, I will say this, because a lot of people will look at the notes, and I know that I is almost, you look at the notes,
You see
and
the
if you're
same
like
thing.
me and you started in the beginning, I sat here with Nika
Yeah, we
and
were
looked at the
looking
notes,
at-
and I was like, wait.
They're the same.
Did I just read the same one? And I went back and I had to get 3 screens side by side, and I was like, these fragrances essentially are built on the exact same notes, except
Some different stuff.
one will have tuberose, which the other one doesn't have.
And the other
One will have, and that
changes
removing
the
one note or adding one note changes the entire composition so much that when you look at the notes, you're like, is this a mistake? Like, how do they all look so similar and smell
so different?
And we're about to get into 70 next, which
Yeah.
you can see right here. It's the one we've used the least.
yeah.
And because it's not as heavy in the amber side as the other two. However, what I discovered from 70, and I'm gonna throw it on right now again, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna last till tomorrow for sure. And I'm gonna put it on the shirt too.
Yeah.
She doesn't love it. She doesn't
that's
love that one.
Masculine to me.
She doesn't love it.
It is from the three, definitely
Yes.
unisex,
Very masculine.
Listen,
unisex leaning masculine.
Yeah.
this right here, this on skin lasts forever. I've already said 18 is my favorite. 13 is her favorite. 13 is Rafa's favorite. They smell amazing. The longevity is crazy. But in my opinion, 18 and 13, the one thing they can't do to 70 is outperform 70. 70 on my skin, 12 hours later, I'm talking about, yo, a literal 12 hours later, I was like, yo, why does it smell like somebody just sprayed it in the, I was telling her, like, yo, it smells fresh on me.
Yeah.
It projects off of me. 70, I feel like I would want to get 70 as well, only because the only other fragrances I have that can do what this does on my skin have oud in it. That's a fact.
That's bright.
Like, this is such a bright opening of a very I expected for this to dry down into nothing within about 8 hours from the opening. From the very opening, it smells so bright. It's not heavy to me. It is a little ambery. It's a sweeter approach to citrus.
Yeah.
It's kind of woody, but
Very woody.
But the performance on this, for everybody who complains about that's too expensive, how long does it last? It lasts your lifetime. It lasts forever. This is the longest. This is one. It's got to be in the top 2, 3 performing fragrances that I've come across.
I remember he was like, babe, remember the least one? That one lasted all day. Maybe we should get a one. I'm like, no, get a one.
Oh man,
it's
ambery, it's fruity, it's rosy.
Get 13 first.
Okay, but I wonder one thing, because you nail it with most of the notes there, but to me, it's not so prominent on my skin, but on a paper, it's very prominent, and it's
loud on him.
On my skin,
it's loud.
I don't know what I'm drinking or eating, but
I haven't said yet. What is prominent is the mango. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
This mango.
That fruity, yes, that's that
fruitiness.
Yeah, that fruit is mango in here.
So if you like the mango that you can smell it in Herba Gold, or the mango,
that's what I said. I said they use the same type of mango from Herba.
Like Herba Gold.
Yo, if you love Herba and you want Herba to be on your body for the next 2 days, you have 150 chances. You have 150 chances, and a few of those are gone already.
Because it's fruity and leather.
Yes.
It's kind of
And it's
like,
not a harsh leather either.
oh, it's no, it's like a suede leather. It's
Very
not like a,
easy,
it's not like
smooth.
a, it doesn't smell like a shoe, like a belt, or like a jacket. No, it's
No, at
suede,
all. At
very refined leather, and the fruitiness is not also on your face like Herba Pura or Herba Gold.
yeah, it's
No,
subtle.
no, no. It's subtle. It's
It's subtle
subtle,
but present.
and it gets that sweetness, kind of like vanilla and amber kind of vibe. So for me, it's like a fruity and leather. That's why
It
I.
it is. It is. I will say this too. It's a fruity leather, but it's not a leather. Like I don't want to say the word leather and make people think the leather here, and this is my opinion, the leather here, what it does to the nose when you smell it, you're not gonna feel like it's leather prominent. It makes the mango
Yeah.
go on steroids. It makes the mango a little dirtier, a little earthier, but it just makes the mango stronger. You don't when you smell it, it doesn't feel like a leather with mango. It feels like a mango fragrant, sweet, floral with earthiness in the background that really pumps it up. Like, yeah, this I've
Oh yeah, the mango
18,
smell. I'll tell
18
you
is still
now.
my favorite. 18 is my favorite. But if I was buying a fragrance based on performance alone,
You go there.
I would go immediately. If performance is all I cared about,
Yeah,
70,
it's her.
70 is it. No, I don't think
Every
either one can outperform this.
And I
the
feel as
upper.
your body heat rises, the mango get more prominent. Cause yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's getting very
And
very
this makes
prominent.
my
The
body
heat,
heat right
yeah.
here.
And you know what is curious? Because when you actually see, oh, it's a
You see,
fruity
let me
leather
see.
perfume, you usually go by the Tuscan leather kind of
Just
vibe,
my body trying to talk.
like it's leather and raspberry, kind of like that. You know, like when you see this kind of leather with fruity, it's always raspberry, kind of like that.
That's a very good point because this might create a new thing.
Yeah,
Leather raspberry was prominent for a while.
that's exactly my point at the beginning, that
Yeah,
they don't follow trends. You know, we don't wanna create a perfume that is smelled to
uh huh.
the house next door. You know what
That's
I'm
a really
saying?
good point.
So when you smell it, like, oh my god, if I love Erba Gold and I like that sweetness,
You're gonna
fruitiness
definitely love
from the
this.
mango with the vanilla and leather without going rugged or scratchy leather
At
with,
all.
at all. It's smooth, clean,
Smooth.
kind of bright,
Smooth.
and like a bright fruitiness with leather. That's kind of like a smell. It's like it doesn't smell heavy, and it's, I don't know if you have the picture there, but um,
Oh yeah.
the
Oh
picture
yeah.
the
Right
picture
here.
is
Mm.
also
And I like the bottle. It's lighter. Oh, that's
Oh,
brighter.
it's too. No, there we go.
There.
yeah, it's stunning. You know, like
Hold on.
look at that.
Let me
I
scroll this down. There
I
we go.
think this
Get
is
the
gonna be
whole.
crazy in the summertime.
Yes, because of the fruitiness.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
and that's a good point because she said summertime, and a lot of people may say, didn't you just say leather? The leather will not affect the
That's
summer at
yeah.
all, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not a leather, but time out.
It's not a leather lead-in.
One time though, like, oh man, hold up, I locked it. Yo, like, look
The
at the
bottle.
detail to the with the little lock there again, so you know what time it is.
So what does the chain represent?
Okay, let me explain to you that part, because first of all, you see the chain, right? And
Yeah.
All I know is whips and chains. I saw whips in the last one. I'm seeing chains right now.
all right,
All right.
all right. So the, this was embroidered with gold, right? The
Uh-huh.
P33. But when you touch these perfumes, okay, especially with the 70, uh, it's more notorious. But let me show you with this one, okay? Let me get closer. I don't know if you see it,
That bottle.
but
That bottle.
can you see that there's a cut in the bottle,
A cut.
Oh, like the groove for the rope goes
like,
into
like
it
that is holding the wire
in place. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
plate. So it's not like they just put the
The
wire.
strings them around it.
I don't know.
Okay, so they're grooved
Do you
for
see
it.
that?
That's
You see that?
Ah.
okay. Time out. So let me interrupt you real quick, and I'm gonna let you get right back to it. But I think this is important. To say again for people, maybe I'm sure if you've been collecting for a while, you get this aspect, and if you know brands, you get this aspect. If you're new to fragrance and you're looking at this and you're like, why would I spend it? It's really important to for people to understand this. When you have a contract, and this is beyond fragrance, this is more industry. When you have a contract with a bottle company who's creating your bottles, they're making those for you. You can fill it whatever you want and put the plaque on. When you go and make changes to your design, like etching an entire line around it, your your contract is essentially changing. You're adding a new cost to your bottle. So 3 fragrances, 150 a piece, X time, whatever the upgrade charge is to make this change to the bottle. These are all, you did the cap, you did the bottle, you did the aesthetic chaining or leather or whatever it is around each single one of them. These are all upgraded costs to make this aesthetic what it is. So when people ask like, why am I paying more for this? You don't have to. You can not buy it, by the way. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Some people complain about everything. And I always come back to this conversation. And then I'm going to leave this because I feel like I always come back to this. You ask why this one has to be 1,000. Why this one is 300. Listen, why is a Lamborghini the price it is? And why is a Toyota the price it is? Buy what you can afford. Don't get mad at the things you can't. I would love a mansion. I live where I live. I'm happy with what I have. I can't afford a mansion. If the price point is out of your range, that's understandable. But for people to complain about why, listen to what I just told you. All these things are price point relevant, and it's not realistic for us to own every single thing we've ever wanted. But these prices are important to when you have to look at the backstory of how we got here. Bottles, designs, notes, the ingredients, the raw material, all these things do matter. So I get it. We like to get mad at prices sometimes, but if you really look at what bottles cost, just bottles alone, just like if you talk to, yeah, like packaging, just adding a different paper inside of the box
is money.
Going to add like all these things matter. So I get it. It's expensive. But if you look at it as I just gifted myself, then you're fine.
I understand, since being in this community before become an employee of the brand.
Yeah,
I understand the point of view of a customer. Especially when they only concern about what is inside of the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand. I get it. But if you truly want to appreciate a piece that is unique and exclusive, you just want it, just go ahead. Because I met several people throughout all these 10 years in this France community that they don't care. They just want to have it because there's a piece of art. And to be honest, it is a piece of art. First of all, these bottles are handmade, okay, in Tuscany. So they're no like oh yeah, that's why they only made only 150. It's hard to reproduce these bottles. So when you make these bottles, it's like there's a lot of process, the cuts and everything, the chains to put it together, that is holding the chain, that is no messing around. It is incredible. It is incredible. So everything is sold together, but it's by the way, in this little kind of like a keychain.
This is a cut.
Do you see that? That's the number on my bottle.
Oh,
and if you look, if you actually look at this, you can tell
the indent for the chain
right here, the cut in the glass where the chain is kept in place. Like again, these are all upgrade costs to any brand. When you have already a contract in place for bottling, this is considered a new bottle. Just for people to understand that piece, like this is considered a new bottle because they have to make this right here is.
So like I was saying to you, the attention to detail. Look at this, 107. So there's people, for this, there's this customers. They want exclusivity, because what we lost in perfumery since the trending of TikTok and the production of milliliter perfumes, and because of that, the whole entire market needs more and more and more. What we lost in perfumery is the creativity and the exclusivity. Nowadays, it's not like 10 years ago, like when I want to buy the Russia, I want to buy the Xerjoff, I want to buy this. Like now it's more accessible. You can access to everything. You can.
Yep.
10
Easy.
years ago, you never thought about to go to Dubai. Now people go back and forth to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? So everything changed. Everything is more accessible.
Yeah.
When everything is more accessible, it's on your hands. You're like, oh my God, you lost that kind of like, I want it.
Do you remember when Italica was not accessible to anybody?
Exactly. When Italica was this, where is it? There you go.
Yes.
Oh, you got a velvet one.
That's
too.
the bottle. Listen, I don't know if I told you, Rafa. I had to go to Kuwait.
Yeah.
To buy that.
Yeah.
I had to go to Kuwait.
Oh, nice.
To buy that. The original bottle. And when that velvety bottle was the only bottle they made, and I remember watching reviews like 6-7 years ago where they referred to Italica as the holy grail of gourmands.
Yeah,
it wasn't one channel. It was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you heard of it, Italica, the holy grail, and you can only, what was it, Selfridges? I think it was Selfridges.
It was Selfridge. It was Harvey Nichols.
Harvey Nichols. There we go.
I made that phrase.
You made the phrase.
Yeah, I made that phrase.
I heard that years ago. Holy grail, holy grail, holy grail.
Best gourmand never created. Yeah.
I was in Kuwait in the Avenues Mall, and I was just walking through, and I look over, and that's what Harvey Nichols, and I saw the sign, and I was like, hang on, and I ran into the store, and I went straight to the Xerjoff section, and I said, do you have Italica? And the salesman was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, bro, it's online. You're the only people who sell it. You have, and he was like, I don't know what you mean. And he tried to show me, and I look around and I see it on the top of the shelf. And like, that bottle right there. And he was like, oh, that. Yeah, we have that. And I was like, well. Yeah. And they brought it down, and I smelled it for the first time, and I was like, yeah, nobody back home has access to this. Right now, let's go, Italica. And now it's available, and people are like,
yeah, that it's like symphony.
It's accessible, so I'm not as interested. Accessible.
Yeah, that's only exclusive for Forno and Mason, and nowadays, because we ended up the exclusivity, now it's available at the website. So pretty much
love that, by the way.
Most of the perfumes that in the lineup, they were exclusive. They started like an idea or an exclusivity to a store or to even like a private event, and they started like in the private event, like, oh my God, this is so good, and then when you're gonna make more? And then now it's part of some of them that started like that. So
the Baby Maker, Via Cavour was exclusive, right?
Was exclusive to the Torino boutique.
One of my favorite ever, Symphonium, which is probably always gonna be in my top 3, no matter what Xerjoff comes out with. Symphonium is one of my favorite fragrances across Xerjoff, across any house. I absolutely love Symphonium. And I remember when they first announced that it's available worldwide, the people who I was in chat groups with, everybody was hands-on immediately. And as soon as I got it, and this doesn't always happen, as soon as I got it, I was like, I get it. Sometimes it's just exclusive, and when you get it in your hand, you're like, okay, it was exclusive. It's not. No, Symphonium is one of the best mix. They have Laotian oud, chocolatey nose, citrus. It's 2 ouds actually. It's Laotian oud and
it's orange, Laotian oud, chocolate. It's very like chocolate orange,
Yes.
kind of like even with a little bit of iris in between. It's really good. It's woody, sandalwood, creamy.
Yo.
Symphonium is the chocolate perfume. And
Yes.
it's so sad that sometimes that I haven't heard anyone talk about Symphonium a lot.
I talk about it every chance. Like
Oh,
Symphonium
you,
is a gem.
Wherever we go, he takes that one.
yeah,
I will take
That's
20,
always
and
it. That's
he
always
takes
my
that
on
one.
the road
Yes.
Xerjoff.
yeah.
Symphonium. Like, listen, folks, listen.
Every time.
I get it. We're talking about these right now. Check out Symphonium. I'm not bugging. Check out Symphonium. I know what I'm talking about. Check out
Symphonium,
Symphonium.
Italica, the best two gourmands. Besides that, they have more gourmands. Like,
Good.
for example, Starlight, another beautiful gourmand. Starlight
Yes.
is the cinnamon,
Yes.
cardamom, and for the cardamom lovers, Starlight is another one that you need.
It's a gem, and it's a beautiful bottle too. And
Yeah,
it's a beautiful bottle.
it's to me because it was released in December 2019. To me, Starlight is definitely for me Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. That's a Starlight.
Yes.
It's
And
like
you
that.
know what? A reviewer that I've watched for years, his name is Equality Fragrance. He was
EQ.
one of the first people I saw speak about Starlight.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say Christmas time, because when he first talked about it, what piqued my interest is that if you're in New York around Christmas time and you pass by those little shops that have like roasted nuts with honey and cinnamon and brown, and you smell that nutty, sweet, gourmand fragrance in the air. And when he said that, I was like, nah. And I ordered a sample, and I was like, yo, this is another fragrance that's amazing. And it's just I get it. It's the fragrance industry as a whole. Too many brands, too many fragrances, too many releases. You find something, you fall in love, and next week there's a new love, and you forget about. But Starlight is another. If you love gourmand, if you love nutty, sweet, lightly spicy, then that's just, we're not talking about, that's not the highlight of tonight, but definitely go back and check out Starlight and Symphonium. You have to check out Symphonium.
It's like these edible perfumes that are super edible. Like
Yes.
it makes you feel like you are in like a gingerbread cookie with Starlight, a panettone with Italica, or like a chocolate factory with Symphonium. You know, that's how I picture all three.
Yeah. Yeah.
P7.
I like that Xerjoff doesn't do hundreds and hundreds of gourmands, but when they do gourmands, and as people who know me, I absolutely love gourmand fragrances. They do some very special gourmands.
Yes, yes, and that's exactly what we're saying. Like they don't follow trends. They just okay, let's do this. This is an idea. Let's put it together, and that's exactly what happened with the sketchbook with the P13, 18, and 70. And to me, the you can see and you can feel the high quality of the ingredients in each one. To recap, you me and Nika and me were saying like, oh, this is a baby maker, which is P13, right?
Yes.
So Rico, you were saying like, no, P18 is mine.
It is.
We're saying like it's a little bit unisex leaning feminine. So to me, P13 is like the man, the woman, and then they create a baby, a masculine baby. P7.
Yo,
I like the one, Ralph.
if you do 13 and 18 together,
It's
Yeah, it is.
so good. I did it the first time. Listen, it's so funny, right, Ralph? So I came in from work, right? And I opened the mailbox and I saw it, right? And I was like, baby, got a mail. It's like, oh, it's a raffle. I tear that thing open so fast. You want me?
listen, tell Sergio, tell Sergio, what, 18 and 13, 31, 30, page 31, 18 and 13 together. Yo, page 31, because these two together, listen, I'm so committed to 18, but if there was a 31 where the best parts of 18 and the best parts of 13
Yeah.
Together,
It's it's amazing.
yo, but independently, they're both stars. Obviously, we have different tastes, everybody here.
Yeah.
And you have some 18 lovers, you have some 13 lovers. And the blend, I think, is unanimous that that's definitely a way to go.
In a special
And
bottle.
so I was gonna ask you this, right? We did talk about the sketchbooks to this point. I
Mhm.
know you said man, I went immediately into Spanish but brain. Um
La.
la next
Yeah.
week, next week, um you have the samples of the rosé,
The rose.
which we'll discuss later. So my question to you is this: in my hand, I have Torino 25. Do you want to get into 25 right now, or do you
Okay.
want to do 25 and rosé together?
Oh,
It's up
damn.
to you. Yeah, you can
Bro,
actually.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm down to clown. So
it's totally up to you. I leave it up to you guys.
listen, we can get right in. I tell you what.
It's
I
here.
tell you,
Let's get it done.
I want to do 50-50 because I do love this one. I
Oh,
don't
you
know that
tried
Nika
already?
loves it as much as I do.
No.
You guys tried
And
I
already?
like it. But my favorite is 24.
24.
But this one, the citrus is so citrusy. I feel in the summertime, I'm gonna be balling with it. Oh my god, the bottle is gorgeous.
And now I will
Look,
say this.
look, look.
I will say
Live in
this.
person.
Yes. Sometimes you want to go with the smaller bottles. I get that because it's more cost effective. If you're a collector, go for the big bottle because hold on, where's the big bottle I hand?
Right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those little it's little things that impress me sometimes.
The
And
little things at the end.
yo, those little
Yeah.
baby blue lines on the side
It
add
is.
something to the aesthetic of it, which I absolutely love.
What an. Oh, ginger.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be a beast in the summertime.
Is this is and
Leather.
once again,
Oh wow.
Xerjoff doing leathers. You
The
gotta
bright
really
stuff.
give credit when it like to make. And then here's the thing, right? To put leather at the heart of the fragrance is not harsh. I will tell you this:
Oh,
of
beautiful
all the
bottle.
Turinos, this is the one. This is the most masculine.
Yeah.
Not
This
to
is.
me.
You think there's another Torino you smell that's more Not that it's overly masculine, just
Mhm.
in terms of the collection itself.
Okay, so I remember smelling 24 and love 24.
Mm-hmm.
This one I think is very unisex because it's not a strong masculine smelling to me. Even though the leather you would think it's gonna be dark, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's what I
dark.
mean,
It's more
right?
bright.
Mhm.
And I remember smelling the 23 and the 22 when we were in Milan at the store, Rafa.
Mhm.
And those were stronger to me. My favorite from then when I had smelt it was the 24. But
Yeah.
smelling this, I like. Okay, 24 is still my favorite. Number one for the Torino. But this one is still very unisex to me.
It's
I would.
probably a little more masculine in my opinion, but I'm gonna say three things to bring in perspective. If you're a fan of the Torino collection as a whole, I'm gonna say three things that maybe you'll understand, or at least in my head, why it was so clear why this one stands out. Ginger,
Forget it.
leather,
Suffer.
suede. Those three to and I think that makes the difference from the original compositions even to 24, which admittingly is the only Torino I have, and it's the only Torino because it's my favorite Torino. But ginger, leather, suede. Take everything you know about Torinos and kind of like the sketchbook. There's trends in there that across the line you're gonna pick up. This is the most unique. This is the most unique standalone Torino. The one that I think does lean masculine. There's so much more. I love 24, and it's still my favorite. It is still my favorite, but there's so much character
happening in this one.
in 25. I think this is gonna, for those people who have been collectors, because you can be a collector of a collection within a collection. Maybe you don't have every Xerjoff, but you've been collecting every Torino. This Torino right here is going to definitely just the opening like
I
this
like it.
this is gonna be a very impressive Torino, I think, to everybody. This is the
What did
most daring Torino.
what do you like the opening, Nika? Why?
So
What it makes you
I
feel?
love ginger, right?
Yeah.
And it's very bright. You get the ginger. I don't
Mhm.
like it. This is the part that gets me. I don't like leather. Leather on me for whatever reason screams loud.
Love.
And the fact that I like this and the leather is not screaming crazy on me just tells me how well this is blended.
Yeah.
Leather and suede. And I'm telling you, still, it's unisex. He said it's masculine. I spray it on me. Maybe later on it dries down and probably turn masculine, but
Mhm.
the open is so bright and citrusy. I like that part of it. I don't love it because I still love 24 because that's more like
Sure, sure.
on the sweeter side. But this one is more to me gonna be a beast in the summertime with the brightness and the leather that give it not just a citrusy fragrance for the summertime, but there's like, how would you say? I would say like a backing, but let me say ground. There's like a ground with it.
Yeah.
The leather and the suede gives it a
Mm-hmm.
ground to which not just make it to another citrusy fragrance. There's levels to
Oh
this.
yeah, for sure.
But
If you go to the first Torino towards this one, you're gonna see such a world of difference. And I will say this too. I think that 25, even more than 24, is created with niche appreciators, artisanal fragrance appreciate. Like if you appreciate the art of fragrance more than just wanting a compliment, if you just want to smell hot in the club, there's 70 fragrances I can immediately throw at you. If you appreciate fragrance structure and composition as a whole,
Stand
this
out.
is one of the more, and I stand by it. 24 is still my favorite
Yeah.
for all occasions, but 25 is such an
Yeah.
elevated it's the most elevated Torino, my in my personal opinion. Everything else, I think, in terms of what the aim is
Mhm.
when you're marketing an idea, they all lean towards that, easily towards that tennis, outdoors, green experience. This one, it does that, but that juniper, and I don't love juniper, by the way. I typically don't, but it's just prominently there, blended so well with the leather, with the suede, and the citrus. To me, is kind of like it's there enough to maintain that Torino identity, but it does so much more than
More.
any of the other Torinos do. And I think that's kind of the aim, always to outdo yourself every year. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, but 25 is just a very interesting, unique Torino to the rest of the collection. In the way that I said 24 was too last year.
Yeah.
And my point was that the addition of that mango in there
Oh,
also,
yes.
it went from being citrusy to being
Fruity.
fruity, and now we're getting leathery, and I like the progression of this line.
It's like it's going more in depth.
Yeah, for sure.
You
For sure.
bright, but then we're gonna take it a little on the dark side.
yeah.
So
Well,
it's sexy.
let me ask
Yeah.
a couple of rapid fire questions. Compared to P70, which is a leather perfume,
Yeah.
Mhm.
how you compare the leather between Torino 25 and P70?
I
Totally different.
I got to tell
Very
you, I got that's an interesting question, because my first response is I don't compare them. I don't find them comparable.
No, the
It's
leather. Yeah, I'm just
no,
saying the leather.
just the leather.
it's super different.
Yeah,
It's just
because
because,
leather
okay,
doesn't have.
here's part of it. In 70, I feel leather is there to amplify every other note, not to be a star. In 25, I think leather and suede together collectively are the star of the show. I think that they take center stage, and all of the lighter notes, rhubarb, grapefruit, they're in there. They lighten the load, but they let leather and suede be the star of what is constructed to be a an outdoors summertime greenish fragrance, but leather is in the center of it, and it's just so smooth and citrusy. Where in 70, I think all the other notes take center stage, and the leather lifts them up. So
Back.
it's different positions for me.
So now that I'm smelling mine, I can smell the leather now coming up.
Coming up. Where?
Yeah.
From
So the
which?
stuff.
Which one you smelling?
70.
70.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
Torino.
No, the Torino.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Because the opening was so citrusy and bright and really, really nice. Because you wasn't getting no leather, at least on me. Now, as it's drying down, the leather and the suede is coming up now.
Mhm.
So I can see where this turned
Oh,
more
yeah.
masculine for people who like leather or suede. Yeah.
Well, let me give you a little synopsis of this collection because this collection ends with this perfume. Okay, why? Because back in 2020, um, the ATP finals, the ATP tour, the
Mm-hmm.
finals, they always happen at the end of the year. So they move city to city. It was in London before, it was in
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai, it was in several other cities. But in 2020, they announced, actually, it was at the end of 2019, they announced that Torino, will be hold the next 5 ATP Tour finals. So,
Hmm.
so they started in 2021
Uh-huh.
and 2022, 2023,
23.
24, and 25. But
Uh-huh.
here at the beginning of the year, the ATP announced that they're going to extend it to 2 more years.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna
So
get 26 and 27.
26 and 27, but we ended with this one only. So
So they're not doing 26, 20. Torino will. They're stopping at 25.
that's it.
I'm gonna stick with my
This is the
24.
last. Well, so far, you never know, right? But
Yeah,
I
so
was gonna
far, this
say,
is
yeah.
I was gonna
You
say,
know what's
next
changing?
year, Sergio might be sitting there like, hold on, we can do. If it's just two more fragrances.
so far, according to Sergio and according to the
Hmm.
team, is the last one.
Okay,
But like things
that's a
happen
bang.
sometimes.
That's definitely going out with a bang.
So that's how when they started for the first year in Torino, the finals, they started with Torino 21, which for many, Torino 21 is the most wanted perfume from the
Mm-hmm.
ATP2 finals. And and Torino 21 is basically more like a mint. It's like a spearmint, like a
Mm-hmm.
pepper spearmint. It has a little bit of a basil. It has a hierbabuena, believe it or not.
Mm.
So it's more like no. Many people target it as a minty perfume, but it's more than mint. It's all related to the mint genre, but it's not specifically like a mint perfume. Um, how is the most wanted ATP tour perfume from Sergio that is so wanted that many people want it? So the brand actually made Torino 21 100 ml bottle. So it's the only one that it comes in this bottle in 100 ml
Ah.
from
Okay.
the entire collection. And then they create the Torino 22, which for many uh, it smells kind of like a feminine size, a unisex, because it has eucalyptus, but it has that kind of ethyl mottle, kind of like a cotton candy vibe at the beginning, in the opening, but then it turns green and very, very, very smooth. I really, really like it. But then Torino 23, that's the only time that I went to Torino for the ATP finals. I was there, I watched Djokovic and I watched a Sinner fighting for the crown. I was
Very dope,
there
by the way. Very,
with
very dope.
Sergio Momo,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really, really, really amazing experience to be there. Um, Believe it or not, from all the Torinos, my favorite, my favorite was Torino 23,
Mm.
Okay.
and
Eh,
many people don't appreciate Torino 23, but
Yeah.
me, Torino 23 is the kind of like the, the the perfumery from the past. It has that
Mm.
cheaper, it's a cheaper perfume. It's
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
very,
Maybe that's
very
why I don't like
Yeah, that's why you
kind of
know. Yeah.
vintagey kind of vibe that I appreciate it so much. I love that. It has also a little bit of tuberose and nutmegs, which
Mm.
that's the year when the brand started to utilize more tuberose in their perfumes. So Torino
Mm.
23 has that, and to me, it smells wonderful. I receive compliments with Torino 23. And many people from the strip, that's another mistake that many people does. With Torino 23, they don't appreciate it because they smell it from the paper strip. Put it on your skin and you will see. You will see
Right.
the difference. It's like totally,
I'm advocate of on skin
skin.
trying.
Yeah.
Your
yeah.
skin's not made of paper. Why are you gauging the
Off of a
performance or
paper.
scent of it off of paper?
The majority of the perfumes, of course, you can test it on the paper, but there's certain perfumes that it must be
Yeah,
also put on the skin.
sure.
Or even if you're a reviewer and you smell it from a paper or smell it from the air, no, there are certain perfumes that you really need to put on the skin to actually
Yeah.
translate this
I
to
tried
the.
everything on skin.
So
Somebody asked Gibeon. When Gibeon coming out?
Evian is coming in January.
January.
Oh, so that's the one
That's
that's
the one he
going.
said, yeah, Gibeon. Yeah.
Okay, let me
Uh,
let him know.
Evian.
Hey,
So
January. Now you know it's coming out. But let me
so
ask you
then
this, Rafa.
sure,
23 is your favorite, right?
yeah, and then 2024.
I was gonna say, where does 24? Well, that was the answer. So 23,
Yeah,
24.
24 it has that mango and plum,
Love.
Beautiful.
which is
Love.
beautiful. This is
I
stunning.
like
Love.
this.
But have
And
you
I will say this, right? Shout out to my boy Joe,
Joe.
an average Joe.
He made us
Um,
smell it.
we were in Milan together, and we went to the Xerjoff boutique, and Rafa was telling us about
The
the
history.
the history of all the fragrances, and he brought up Torino, and I very snobbishly I was like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good on Torinos, and Joe was like,
Smell
you
24.
have you tried 24? And I was like, I've smelled 21, 22, and 23.
Yeah.
I get what Torino is doing. Is not a thing that I'm into. And he was like, try
Oh
24.
my god.
And I was like, all right, I'll try 24. And then I smelled 24. And I was like, and now I need 24. So Torino's, even for me, I'll use myself as an example. You think you know fragrance to a point where you get where direction is going, and a house like Xerjoff will kind of take a turn on you. And Torino was a big turn for me at
Hmm.
24, and then in 25 with this leathery. Even now, like
Yeah. See, now it dries
it's
down.
leather. It's
Masculine. The suede and the leather takes over now. They're leading.
yep.
In the beginning, it
This
was
is
the
a leather
citrus.
forward,
Yes.
leather suede forward approach to what Torino's identity is.
Because on me now, it's very masculine now. I would be like, no, I want to smell like a man.
Well, uh, just to finish my idea of Torino 24,
Uh-huh.
in Peru, we eat a lot of plum at the end of the year. So when I smell Torino 24, it reminds me those times when I
Uh-huh.
always, because I used to eat like a 5 or 7 or sometimes 10 plums in one shot, like grapes. Plums. But when you kind of, I used to, what I used to do? I used to peel the plum. So when you peel the plum, believe it or
Mm.
not, there's some strings when you
The
peel
fluff.
it that it stays on the skin, and
Uh-huh.
then you smell that. Oh, wow, it truly transported me to that era, and that's what I love the Torino 24. But it's still Torino 23, probably because it reminds me Torino when I was in Torino for the ATP finals.
Uh-huh.
It kind of like it gets close to me,
It's
but
nostalgic, yeah.
it's nostalgic. But then it came this year, and right now at this moment, Sergio plug right now. Okay, a word for the brand. If you buy,
Oh, nice.
they're gonna you're gonna
I
receive
did see
this
that. You get a
a tennis
ball.
a tennis ball Xerjoff tennis ball, okay, with the blue color. And also you're gonna receive these with the logo of the ATP finals. Okay.
Nice.
And then when you open it, you're gonna see all the Xerjoff boutiques located around the
All
world,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Worldwide.
So London, Frankfurt, Milano, Torino, Shanghai, Kuala Lumpur, Monaco, Lisbon, Barcelona, hopefully Miami one day. so, and
We
then
got a lot of hopefullys, by the way.
yeah, and then when you remove that, you're gonna receive the whole entire collection,
Also, you get the whole Torinos.
the whole Torino's samples.
No, that is
So,
not bad
so
at
if
all.
you if
And
you
when you consider the fact that this may almost for sure be the last year, you will
Yeah,
have
because you don't know.
all of the Torinos in one box
exactly,
plus the.
so pretty much for me the deal is done. I believe that there's not gonna happen another Torino 26. I believe it's gonna end here, as
Uh-huh.
Sergio and everybody in the brand told me.
It looks
That's
like,
it.
yeah. After that rollout, it definitely looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and you will receive that. And if you are a Sergio fan, if you like to collect, this is
That's
something.
what I was just gonna say. Somebody's probably looking at this and saying, "Why would I want that?" If you're asking yourself that, is this is not for you. If you are a collector and you understand the value of the, like, realistically, why? And I get it. Why do I need a tennis ball that says Xerjoff? I don't need one.
Collector's item.
But why do I want to put one back there with the Xerjoff bottles? All the collectors understand why I would want that. That's just all those little details. It does make a difference to me. That's just, yeah. That's super
Since, since I
super
opened
dope.
the Sergio That's Amore group on Facebook and opened the Instagram and now the TikTok, I met several people, like probably, I don't know, I can I never count, but every day I talk to probably 10, 15 people, different people, and it's amazing. So I met several people that they show me pictures of their collection with all the perfume, with all the details. Like, whoa, they're like a really big um, enthusiast, also collectors and die hardcore fans of the brand. So like if
That
for
matters.
yeah, that
Yeah,
matters. So
yeah,
it could be easy for some other people, but some other people really appreciate it. And mostly those customers are the people that don't spend time on online, on YouTube or Instagram. They just know about the brand, go to the
yeah.
website, buy it, that's it. You don't even know that people. But when you have a page dedicated to a brand, you will figure it out that this community is small compared to the amount of customers around the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've met a lot, even in Milan, even in
Yeah.
San Explore. Like, you meet so many people who are lovers of fragrance, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, I don't have a Instagram page, or I don't follow." They just love fragrance.
Mhm.
They have, and a lot of times it's just. I'll use New York for an example. You have stores like Bergdorf, Neiman, where people will go and they have a sales rep
And then,
who will contact. So that's their connection to fragrance, is a person who sends them a text and says, "We have a fragrance I think you'll like,"
yep.
and don't even deal with social media. And we like to think that we are the end all be all of this community. We are
Oh,
a very small portion
Of this.
of all this fragrance industry.
no, not even the TikTok fragrance influencers. They're like, no, it's way more, way more.
Oh,
You have the
way
circle
bigger.
that people follow you and listen to
Yeah.
your advices and everything, but there's
Yeah,
way, way more people.
yeah,
So
absolutely. I agree.
going
Yeah.
back to the Torino 25, what I asked Nika about the opening of Torino
Hmm.
25. Why? Because to me, in perfumery, in the last probably 4 or 5 years, there's a combo in the opening that is very appealing, and it's like, for me, it's like a winning formula: ginger and grapefruit. You go
The
to
That is,
brightness,
yeah.
the little spice, the soft spice.
it's the spiciness with the citrusy at the same time. That's a
Yes.
winning formula. You can
Mm.
go and take a look. The L'Immensité, some other perfumes that are like very appealing, they have
Mhm.
that formula: grapefruit and ginger. Well, in this case, because it has the suede leather, it has to have saffron to completely
Mm.
And yep,
recreate
and that's
all
saffron
the
magic.
but why smell a little bit green to me in the opening
Hmm.
is because of the rhubarb. So there are certain people that the rhubarb,
A
they're
throw
kind of
off.
put off the rhubarb.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the rhubarb is no, because
It's
you
not
guys were
needed.
talking about it and you never mentioned rhubarb, but the rhubarb is there, but
It's
it's no
there.
on your face.
It's not
It's
needed.
no,
Yes.
it's like holding the p- the synergy between the saffron, the ginger, and the grapefruit is
Hmm.
holding that, and then pair it with the suede leather,
The sweet
with
of the
the
letter. Yes.
That is
it,
interesting
The way how he put it, right?
that's why
because
I love Torino 25. It displays
it is really good.
Torino
It's
23.
And
I
it's an
love
amazing leather. Like if
yeah.
you took
It's
if you took away the title of Torino and you took away the just as a fragrance itself, if you just smell the fragrance for what it is, this is just a like I think leather lovers
would
number
love
one.
this.
And if you love leather and fragrance primarily, you probably would not have assumed Torino because I
Nope.
I personally would not. I wouldn't think
You
go
see,
to Torino collection to find your
something more
one of your
bright
favorite leathers.
also.
But that ginger and rhubarb in the because when I think rhubarb traditionally in fragrances, I'm thinking of a tart of a tart fruity addition to fragrance. I'm not thinking as green as I get this. This is a green tart, but
like a,
it's doing green in a very different way.
yeah, when I mention green, is I meant to say like a kind of like a vegetable, like a green vegetable. And rhubarb
It's
has that
very
kind of
light.
like,
Yeah, but it's not
It's
like
light.
so.
but
I will say
but
this right.
it makes the combo between the grapefruit and the ginger
Yes,
creamy, tart, like
because of
a
that
tart.
tart note. Is that tart in there that grapefruit has, rhubarb has? I don't love green fragrances, which is why it took me 21, 22, 23, 24 to get into Torino. But this is a very different approach to green.
Yeah.
It's a fruitier approach to green than I think when you think green, you're thinking patchoulis, sometimes vetivers that can be kind of sharp. And this is the ginger in here does give it a little bit of sharpness,
But it's more
but
subtle.
it again, my opinion, it's a leather forward fragrance with fruity green accents to it. They give it a lot of character, but if you're into leathers already, I think this is going to be one of the most wearable all the time where people who probably don't love that you wear leather all the time are going to be like, "Okay, I get the leather, but
And
this
But
is just yeah, these are solid
you know
releases."
what I really why I changed my mind. I'm kind of like, I still love Torino 23 because of the memories. But
uh-huh.
why I changed my mind and I said Torino 25 is my last one, not because I have to promote it, not because I work for the
No,
brand,
for sure.
the last one is because to me the magic is in the dry down.
Ye-
And the
Right
dry
there.
down,
It can
the
even
dry
smell it. Yeah.
down, believe it or not, besides that it has
I'm sorry,
leather,
good
the
on you.
rhubarb, the grapefruit,
I
believe it or
think you
not,
get more rhubarb on
if
yours.
Mm-hmm.
someone asks me, hey, you work for Sergio? Yes. Hey, I love vetiver. I love vetiver. Can you recommend me a vetiver perfume? Torino 25. Believe it or not,
Mm.
it has that kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever smell Dior vetiver from the private collection.
I haven't.
Mm-mm. No.
It's so smooth. It's like if you're thinking about vetiver, that is kind of like a kind of like no ashy, but kind of like a grass, kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah,
a.
grassy,
But
sharp
there's
grassy.
vegetables like that, from the private collection, that is kind of creamy. It's kind of like what can I say? It's creamy. It's like a creamy woodiness
And
in
that's
between.
not what I think about when I think vetiver. It's funny.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
think
like
creamy at
cantaloupe,
all.
but it's a smooth. When you smell it, it's super smooth vetiver. It's like it's a green expanded in like a beautiful, like a soccer field,
Yeah,
but just cut it, and it's not super green. It's kind of like between green and yellow, and that's the kind of vetiver that is
that's a
super
good way to put it.
and luxury, and that's what I love from Torino 25. Besides the suede leather, which it has a leather, but the leather start fading away and resting in that vetiver. And to me, the vetiver is at least if I said, okay, grapefruit, ginger, saffron, rhubarb, leather, but it has a second facet. And to me, the second facet, the other day I was wearing, I said, you were in Torino 25, right? Yeah. Oh, and it's the dry down because it was like more than 4 or 5 hours that I already sprayed it, and it's still projecting. But the funny part is like, oh, you still smell the perfume on me? You're projecting like crazy. How many sprays you spray? I always do 4, 6 probably. Seriously,
Oh,
4.
you're a humble sprayer. I will say this. This is leather. I feel like this is 100% leather prominent. I would I would do about 10 of these. I would do about
Yeah,
10 to 12. And the reason I say that,
10 to 12 spray
yeah, of this,
of the Turin 24.
you think that's
No,
strong?
because
That's not a
that's
strong
very
leather.
strong because
I
the
don't
way the leather comes out.
again, one audience versus another. This
yeah, but
leather right here,
that's the part I
I
was
could do
trying to
I'll do
tell
this in
you.
the summer.
What's
That's the
that?
part I was trying to tell you. Like I was figuring it out. Like listen, when she asked me and she said, "How many spray you spray?" Because you still projecting. I said like, but it was like more
I
than
don't think you
four
need
or
a
five
lot.
hours. And I said, "Oh, you cannot smell it." She asked me. I said like, "Yeah, but not as much as you think. No, you projecting." So this is kind of like the kind of perfume that it has that molecule that you thinking that it's still no there, but it's
But it's
still there.
there. Other people
It's
can
there.
smell you.
You go
It's
Nasmic,
totally
but
what
other
the, for
people
the
Other
don't.
people
people who
smell you.
smell you.
Yeah.
And
And that's
this, uh, you're
We
okay?
good. Yeah, we go.
Okay.
We're good. We're back. We're back. We're
Yeah.
back.
So this is the kind of perfume that, like, for example, there's another perfume, Accento Overdose. Okay, you
Yeah.
spray Accento Overdose. If you
Hmm.
spray that Nika and go to the mall tomorrow, if you
uh-huh.
have a Accento Overdose, you will
Uh-huh.
see the same trail that you're gonna leave. But when you kind of like smell it, well, certain people they cannot
Uh-huh.
smell it, but other people
But
will
other
smell.
people smell it.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
that's for me the magic of Torino 25. That's what I love it.
You know what? God rest the dead. My friend Jessica, she had almost all of Xerjoff. She had loved. She passed. She had
She
Oh,
wasn't alive
loved
with us with him, right?
Gore.
She wasn't alive with us.
Yeah, she was on. I don't know if you remember, Miss Jessica Trim.
I don't know.
We did a live
We did a live
like
with you.
2 years ago.
One of the I think it was the first live
oh
we
The
did with you,
yeah,
very
Rafa.
first live we did.
yeah. When I was in the other apartment, I remember that
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
So one of the members who was on that live with us, Jessica,
She passed.
unfortunately passed
But she was a
last year.
lover.
Oh,
No,
really?
it's this year. We
Was
get
it
the
early
news
this
in
year?
August.
Oh, this year.
She was a lover of Xerjoff. And Herba Pura loved
That
it.
yeah, that was her love.
She listen
From Xerjoff.
yes.
From Xerjoff. Yeah. She had a lot
She
of.
had like over 20 something bottles of Xerjoff.
Wow.
Yeah. She was big.
She was like,
She was
Nika,
big on Xerjoff.
she had sent me almost all from the house of Xerjoff. At that
Wow.
time, I don't think I had any Xerjoff. None. It's because of her I knew about Xerjoff.
Which I think that's why she was down when I was like, "Yo, Rafa's gonna be in the live with us." She was like, "I'll be there."
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
because I
definitely
saw her on the
that was
reel that she she get into your reel. I said like that was funny. I was laughing like nice. That was cool. Did you post it on the? Did you post that on the on TikTok?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you posted. I haven't opened TikTok. I said like,
Yeah. I
wow.
put it on TikTok. I put it on everything. I put it because the funny thing about that, as we're winding down now, um, I'll wait sometimes. Like I'm people don't know this, I'm sure,
Yeah,
and
it
is it
does.
totally irrelevant?
Bombard my stuff.
I love fight sport, right? So I'll
Sure.
be watching boxing, MMA, whatever, and I'll just quietly do my
He
thing and
listening
then,
to me.
but I'll wait till she's gonna do a review, and then I'll run in. She'll wait till she thinks I'm busy, and then I catch her, and I'll run in and do that to her on her page, and
This morning,
she
since I went to work
she
late.
repaid me today. Yeah, she leaves to work usually earlier than me, and today when I did my cent of the day, she was standing by ready to repay me for taking over her page, and
He does it to me every time. So like, you know what? I'm gonna talk
I'm gonna
about
do it.
these. I'm gonna talk about 13,
That's
and I'm
beautiful.
gonna bombard your page. That's exactly what I did to him today.
I love it. I love it because I said, "Oh my God, I didn't." Because when I posted, I just, you tagged me, and I just posted on my
yeah.
story. But then I said, "I'm gonna click it to watch it," and I was listening to you, and I was, taking care of my patient, and then I was listening, and said, like, "Wait a minute, you?" And then when I went back, I replayed again. I said, "Oh, that was nice. That was
It was just me
beautiful."
bombarding.
Yeah,
Just her,
like
just
that,
her
like a
doing her extra stuff.
waterfall or something. Yeah, that was beautiful. I
And
love that
listen, I
idea.
went to work, right? And I remember I was telling my coworkers, like, "Oh my God, Nikki, you smell so good." I said, "Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, you won't believe me if I tell you, because I would. It's so funny. Every day I go to work, I mix. I have two different like sample. I mix like body oils and the fragrance. So when because I wash my hands constantly, so I would, I like my smell. And all the patients look forward to that. So I went to work this morning. I was like, "You smell so good." I said, "There is this two fragrance that I need." But the thing is, it's crazy expensive. They're like, "It can't be that much." I said, "Hold on." I went on my phone and I pull it up and I show them. They're like, "Okay, they can never mind."
Yeah.
They're like, "Never mind, it's okay."
Listen, I'm gonna say again, and this is a disclaimer. I I think it's very obvious actually when you look at it. If you go to Xerjoff, to the actual Xerjoff.com, and you look at everything there, there is definitely a range
A fragrance, but
of price points,
yes, and the
and
smell.
this has nothing to do with the rest of the live. This is just a point I need to make to everybody. If you think you like Xerjoff, if you want to get into Xerjoff fragrances, these are great. These are all great, but there is an anchor in my opinion, not being connected to the brand specifically. If there is an anchor fragrance in Xerjoff, is Naxos.
Yeah.
No,
Naxos is the
no,
there's a term
that's
what
entry.
we yeah, a gate, there's a term, gateway drug, right? A gateway drug is a thing that gets you into the other
Into the
ones.
house. Yep.
Naxos
Naxos.
is the gateway fragrance with Xerjoff. You try Naxos, and then everything changes after that. Um, Try out Naxos, and if you love that,
Okay.
just know it goes north from there. And Naxos, in and of itself, is a game changer fragrance, an icon fragrance. Everybody knows Naxos in the community. Um, and the most bizarre thing to me, it's probably the most affordable
Yes, of the house.
in terms of luxury to price point. You're getting a steal with Naxos, and it's arguably on the same level of everything we've talked about tonight.
Uh,
Um,
Let me stop you right there.
all right, do you think?
To you, it might be. Naxos, don't get me wrong, in my opinion, is the entry level into Xerjoff. My opinion, as I said,
Price point.
price point. But these two right here
Okay.
is on another level.
Yeah, obviously. Like I'm not saying that Naxos is equal to those. I'm just saying,
Please,
if you heard
Rafa, show
everything we
him, show
said,
him,
if
show
you heard
them,
everything
show
we
them
just talked
why.
about,
Show them
and you
why.
don't want to spend
Right there.
that,
I
but
put Rafa
but
right
if
there.
you do, look at that. Come on, come on. You can't argue the facts. Like fragrance, longevity, projection, just the notes they use collectively, and that presentation as a whole.
This is me.
Jumping.
You smelling me? Hold on.
Okay.
These two, like, I'm rich, rich. I might not have it in the bank, but trust me, you can smell me
I
with it.
feel rich. I might not be, but I feel rich when I wear it.
These two, Rafa, oh my God. When I smelled it,
Yeah.
both of these fragrances, 13 is my number one, 18 is my number two. At first, I couldn't decide which one would lead in. Right there, right there. But this is so sexy.
Hey, listen, I want to say this to everybody out there. Just know this: Rico is not a sellout. Just because Rafa, like, I'm standing on business.
Rafa, listen, don't listen to him.
18 is the game.
Me and Rafa on the same page. And Rafa, you know I love fragrance. I don't go in depth in fragrance. I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like, listen, guys, you need this. That's just my view. I'll be like, listen, smell this. You're gonna need it because it's that good. And that's 13.
Well, listen, guys, you're gonna need 18.
Oh jeez. You don't need
Game.
both. Let's just
Game, fact, period. Like I'm telling you. And I respect Rafa as my guy. And clearly I respect this lady right here. We live together. It wouldn't work if we didn't respect each other. But listen, 18. Game 18. I promise you, game 18.
Well,
It's just 18.
that's the beauty in
Smell it
life.
for yourselves. And please leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Because I really want to win this argument. 18 over 13. And that's his life. Like you,
Okay.
everything
Yeah.
can be equal.
I get that.
18 is game.
I get that, but listen, Rafa is a Xerjoff man.
I got you.
Fact.
And I think and he might be too close to the situation to see it from where I see it. I'm at a vantage point. I have no connect. I'm just looking at fragrance period. I'm telling you folks, 18. 18. Do the 8. Just try, please, if you get a chance, do 18, 13 and 70 just as the samples.
See,
And then
look,
DM me.
Show them Rafa.
DM me.
pretty much tied,
There we
but
go. Right
yeah,
there.
but,
I can't argue anymore. Y'all know
yeah,
if you
but
watch my channel.
I can argue.
when you
I'm gonna
translate it
tell you,
to from this
look.
to here, yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Okay.
winner.
Well, if that's the game we playing, let's
Yeah,
log in about 2 weeks and then
okay,
see what bottles I show full presentation of after
only
smelling
150,
the sample.
only
I'm just
150.
saying.
I know Rafa got me. Me and Rafa on the same page.
All right,
know
you and Rafa
number
on the same
13
page.
is
Listen,
baby makeup.
I really love the family feud because this is so beautiful. I know that it will create that. Believe it or not, I trust you guys. I know that you guys love the brand. The team, Sergio's team knows about you guys and about the other 5 people that I send the samples. I kindly send the sample. I request these samples for you guys,
Thank you, sir.
James, for James, Jason, you, or for you. There's another lady on TikTok that she's also increasing her viewer point like crazy, and she's
Dope.
really nice. She was invited. I invite her to the party in camp, so I'm gonna do a second stream with her, and I
Dope.
also send her the samples, and also I
Yeah.
send it.
Well, do you know when you're doing? You're doing that one on TikTok, right?
Yeah, on TikTok. That was on.
When
That's
are you
gonna
doing that?
happen on December 1st, Monday, December
Nice.
1st at
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Cool.
And then I also send it to Walter, and that's about it. That's
Nice.
about it. I don't have more samples to send it to everyone. Like I'm not providing samples like that. Samples are available at the website. I just want to do, like the people that I know that they love the brand first of all, and they're like down to earth like you guys. I met you guys in person I met you on the way out in Milano. That was the last time that I saw you guys at the
Yeah.
airport. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yo,
You
at
made
the airport, right. We were like
your
right by. Yo, it was weird because we're standing
yeah,
by the airport. We're in the line, ready to leave Milan, and we're like, "Is that Rafa?"
yeah.
And
So
Erica, like, oh, they're right there. Yeah, we're all in line together. Yeah,
yeah,
Amazing.
so
Thank
yeah,
you,
so it was
Rafa.
absolutely.
beautiful. I hope that we can enjoy more time next year because
Yes, sir.
believe it or not, next year is our 20th anniversary. So
Wow. 20?
the brand, yeah, the brand was created at the end of 2006. So the 20th anniversary is gonna be next year. So
Nice.
stay
Nice.
stay tuned.
Ooh.
We need to
Stay
be able
tuned.
to. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be,
Yes.
we're gonna be
A
there.
lot of celebrations, a lot of things happening, events here and there, everywhere around the world, and we're gonna start the year like I said to you previously. This Gibeon is another. It should be in the 1717 collection. That's what I said to Sergio.
Mhm.
This shouldn't be a 70/70 collection, but they opted to actually do it for shooting stars, which for the majority we appreciate it because it's not like a lower tier, but it's 17/17 collection is the top tier.
It's an achievable tier. It's an accessible
Yeah.
tier.
Well, the accessible is the 8061s and the Casamoratis, if you want to
Oh,
put
look at
it that
more.
way. Yeah, the 8061, the
Yeah.
Naxos, the Sephiros,
Tokyo for me.
the
Mm-hmm.
Deca, the Deca, Sephiros, Naxos are the more like that.
Yo, Decas. By the way, you put me onto Decas, and I read notes first, and I look at notes and I say no,
I'm
and at the time of Noxos, when I first bought Noxos, it was Noxos and Decas was what I was hearing, and I was like, I looked at Noxos notes and I was like, I'm gonna go Noxos, and I love Noxos, and I got a sample of Decas, and I tried it at first, and I was like, I was too in love with Noxos to care about Decas, and we did a live. I did a no, it wasn't even we. I did a live, and you were in the, and you happened to pop in the comments, and you was like, try Decas, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and I ordered a full bottle, and I just talked to her recently about it, like, yo, Decas. To be
Different.
fair to Decas, and this is for all the Naxos lovers, because I'm one of them. Naxos kind of overshadowed Decas for a lot of people. They went to Naxos immediately, and that was a love. And I'm one of you people. I get it. But if you go back to Decas objectively and just smell it for what it is, don't compare it to Naxos.
Nothing.
It's really, and I'm gonna say this across the board, it's really hard if you're gonna compare Naxos to other fragrances. Is not fair a lot of times. Like, let Naxos be what it is and try fragrances independently. Cause Decas is, for me, an evening dress up fire fragrance. But if you smell Naxos first, it's easy to be like, no, all I need is Naxos. Yeah, Naxos is fire. I have it. And I'm
well,
probably always gonna have Naxos. But give Decas its independent trial run, and I promise you, because
yeah.
I did it on myself. I did it myself. I ordered it. I got a full bottle that I'm gonna try because I know I have to force myself to try it. And I was like, yo, it's a very different approach, and yeah, it's a banger. It's absolutely a banger.
And,
Naxos, Decas side by side.
and since we talk about that these three are related,
Mhm.
it's curious that we talk about the collection 8061s
Yeah.
are totally related. And Decas is basically like a summary of
Of
the
all these?
yeah, because it's a 10-year anniversary of the collection. That's what it calls
Oh,
Decas. Decas means 10.
Decas, a
decade.
decade.
A decade.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Everything
Nice.
in Sergio has a story, and that's
There's
the
something
beauty.
connecting.
That's
You know
how
what? Well, we're talking here on Instagram also. We have Life of Fragrance that made a great point, which I was alluding to. Decas don't get the love it
Love.
deserves.
no, they don't get
It's
it
the
because
best, and based on what Rafa just said, it's the best of 10 years put into one bottle. Yeah, we're fans of that. I'm
the
now a fan of Decas.
The problem is like it's another perfume. I don't have it here. Oh yeah, this is another beautiful iris. If you like iris, this is Aridal. Okay,
What's the
and
name?
Aridal.
Aridal.
Yeah, Aridal.
I'm not an iris lover, admittingly. That is one of the notes that when I
Okay,
see prominently, I start stepping back. I think she's more into the
I
iris.
like the iris.
She's an iriser. I'm not an
you will
iriser.
love this. You will love this one, Nika. You know
Ah.
why I mentioned Aridal? Because
Uh-huh.
Aridal also was released kind of like at the kind of like when everybody was trying to forget about what happened with the world. So it
Uh-huh.
was 23 when everybody started flying, started going to
Moving
different
again.
moving again. So 2022 was kind of like you don't know yet if the virus is still here. So,
Yeah.
so that's happened with Decas. Deca was released in the middle of the pandemic, and that's why
Okay.
many people, especially
Uh-huh.
the back then the YouTube fragrance influencers on the fragrance influencers on YouTube, they didn't make a
Uh-huh.
video. They didn't even pay attention to them, and
Oh
that's why.
wow.
Yeah, that's back then in 2020, 29, 21.
Well,
France influencers wasn't like TikTok right now.
uh-huh. Oh
So
yes, definitely
I
don't.
noticed that some TikTok France influencers they just discovered the one perfume that we talked about 10 years ago, and they talk like it's the last best thing ever, and
Uh-huh.
we won't really talk about it. If you've been in this community forever, but
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened with Decas. Decas was released in the middle of the pandemic, and that's
Oh,
unfortunately nobody talk about it.
so
The only
it didn't get the love because of the chaos that was happening.
only when I posted on the Sergio Amore on Instagram and Sergio Instagram
I gotta
account.
smell it. I haven't smelled it.
Yeah, so that's Decas, and Decas is beautiful. And since Rico, I don't know if he's still here,
Yeah,
but
he just went to the bathroom.
yeah. So let me show you a picture that I took of Decas
Let me see. Oh, there he
because
is.
What's that?
Decas, believe it or not,
Decas.
is kind of like
Oh, you have the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, my
he
bad.
has a bottle.
And
He has a
I haven't
bottle.
smelled it, babe.
He bought it.
I'm sure I passed it once or
Ah.
twice. Hold up. Let
Oh.
me look.
But let me tell you something, Rico. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because that's the part that people doesn't understand about tours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Decas was one of those perfumes that Sergio started pulling tuberose, used
Hmm.
utilize tuberose more. And if you go and Google what is the meaning of tuberose or how tuberose actually represents, believe it or not, tuberose represents the sensuality. Okay,
Oh, you know it's crazy. I showed her this again, and Rafa talked about this earlier. He has like a 900 or 1,000. We're at the 600 ish mark. It's easy to smell something for the first time, and if you don't really get in with it, come back to it. But yeah, Decas.
This
In,
is really, really nice.
in terms of being like a fragrance that you're gonna constantly wear, I still think Naxos number one.
What
Decca's next.
what is that smell? I'm getting something. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, I like to call it like the outer skirt. You can smell, but there's like something in the back. It's a little citrus, but there's like something at the back of it that's really standing out.
You know what? Let's look it up.
I
Let's.
said to you tuberose, but I'm looking for the picture. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because it has also tuberose and iris,
Yeah.
and
I'm
the
getting the
orange
iris.
like an orange
Deccas.
bottle, but it has mandarin, and the mandarin is like very appealing as well. I'm trying to find
There's
the picture that I took. When
We got we. I have it right here.
no,
I'm we
looking for
got
my the
Brazilian
picture that I take and posted on my Instagram.
uh-huh.
Uh,
Brazilian Mandarin
No, it's
tuberose
a benzoin
tobacco. So Xerjoff likes that tuberose
and
tobacco.
tobacco stuff.
that's what I said.
Benzoin, Apopanax, Tuscan Oris,
This is
Musk.
nice.
Tulu Balsam
This is very nice.
Bourbon
Yeah.
Vanilla. And I
Well,
think it's that ambery vanillic effect that it has against the citrusy notes.
Okay. We need to bring the fragrance that we have
All
behind
right, two more.
forward.
well,
That's two
like,
more,
like
four more.
I explained to you earlier about tuberose. That's why I
Uh-huh.
love P13. Like, like the tuberose and the tobacco pair together and hold the
Beautiful.
in decas, it
Yeah, that's
holds the
nice.
citrusy
But
and the ambery. So it holds
Bubble gummy,
the
nice.
citrusy
yeah,
from
the
the opening,
tuber.
Fresh.
and it has that kind of velvety quality, but also it has that kind of like balsamic, tolu
The
balsamic note.
Yes,
balsamic
yes,
aspect of it
yes.
is what I
But
appreciate.
do you know why? Because if you smell Sephiro's incense is benzoic, but it has a citrus
Mm.
aspect. That's Sephiro, and
Zafiro, yeah.
that's the part of Sephiro. Naxos, tobacco, it has
Mm.
lavender, right? And then you have Renaissance, which is fresh and minty, kind of like a.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, decas compile all these kind of
All of it.
like pieces of the first three and put it together. Put it Mandarin, which is very appealing, and the oris with the tobacco and the tuberose made it so wonderful. To me,
Mm.
I tried to find my post, but I like years ago. I described decas like a like a creamsicle, like a orange,
Oh,
like a popsicle. Like you have a
yeah.
popsicle watching the sunset in the Mediterranean. You
Mm-hmm.
are in a yak and you got that popsicle, like an orange popsicle watching, and they smell that popsicle like an orangey, and kind of like
Yes.
at the end
On the
of
light.
the popsicle, the wood, the little wood thing, and when you smell that, it gets so kind of like woody at the end, and it's like resting with the mandarin on top. The same mandarin that you can find on Symphonium. So yeah, that's what Decas is amazing. But you and I saw EQ, I saw some other people talk about it. I
Mm-hmm.
believe Derek, also James. There's some people like some people that I started to know more
Yeah,
and watch their content more because
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of like like they're only passionate about and talking about perfumes, and that's why I start getting try to connect with these people more
yeah.
and more because you guys are so passionate, and it kind of like resemble the passionate that we have in South America.
Mm-hmm.
That if you watch content in Spanish, Mexico and South America, they're like 1,000 times more passionate than us, you know, and
Yo,
it's like,
it's crazy. South America is booming in the fragrance world,
but it was
and the
always like
English
that.
speaking world doesn't know about it.
Yeah, it was always like that. Here in America, there's the boom, the kind of like the success of perfumery start blooming because of TikTok in the last 2 3 years.
Yeah,
Basically, the last 2 years. But before, America was like perfumes. That's for women, and they don't
Yep.
care about perfumes. Some people still no, I don't wear perfumes. I don't wear fragrances. I don't care, and they don't wear. But
I've met people like
little
that.
by
It's
little,
Or
crazy.
little by little they start getting into this. Why? Because it becomes more popular, and
It's fashionable. It's fashionable.
the pandemic actually makes people to get into perfumes as well,
Into something.
yeah.
Into something. Period.
because they lost the sense of the smell. They want to smell something, and that creates some sort of like, oh, I want this, I want to try this, and then they start getting oils, lavender, petitgrain, or something like that.
All the different
Anyways,
stuff, yes.
like there's a lot of stuff to talk about it, but let's save it for Louis 15 Rosé. I will send it to you as soon
Yeah.
as possible. Okay, if I can,
That's
I'll do it
is
tomorrow.
the Louis is the regular Louis there in the front? No, it's in
That's
the back. It's in
behind.
the back. It's in the back. Yeah, that
So I will
yo,
send you
if
that.
you have tried the original Louis from Xerjoff and you were impressed, which I was enough to buy the full presentation, and you haven't tried the rosé, haven't smelt it, I'm telling you, as soon as I get the sample, I will put up the notice. I will hit up Rafa, find out when it's available. We'll get into it because I'm telling you, personally, I own the original, but the rose, when we smelled the rose, I was
Rafa
like,
teased us with the rose. And
Lee.
Rafa, you were wrong for
When
that.
I tell you that rose, the original is fire, and the rose is just levels, and I'm sure preference relevant. If you don't love the particular makeup, you might like the original more. But the rose is a killer. It's a it's the rose is full bottle worthy, 100%. Hopefully full bottle and the bottle of sparkling rose as well. But that thing is a beast.
I
Well,
remember when we were at the party, the Xerjoff party, you sprayed it.
yeah,
That thing was smelling the next morning.
Is a
yeah,
is
it's beautiful. It's more
It
resemble.
it's
was
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Thank
well,
you.
we're gonna talk about it when I send you the sample, okay?
come on.
So,
Right.
Come, come.
okay.
I don't even want to look at it, bro. Like that's crazy, bro.
Oh my, really?
We're gonna
That's
talk about it. No, don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about it because something else. Like if you guys wouldn't go to Cannes, every
Oh
single
my.
every single person that we actually invite for the preview party, they left with a bottle of Louis 15.
Why did you say that in the beginning,
well,
right?
listen. That wasn't gonna change the response.
Yes, you know.
Actually, it's best we didn't know it. It would have hurt for longer. The pain just started. So,
That.
salud.
Salud,
Rap,
salud.
rap, rap.
So
We love
yeah,
you over here.
so
That
so
just that,
Woo!
that just hurt.
yeah,
Yikes. Okay,
unfortunately,
come on. To be fair, Rafa, por favor. Show that bottle one more
Yes,
time.
please.
Please, one more when I can actually look at it because it hurt too much to look at it the first time.
are you guys going to Sense Floor?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Walk. You're gonna walk with it.
no,
Ah.
but Sergio's gonna be there. I'm gonna be with him. So I'll see you guys there.
Yeah, we gonna
Hey,
see you.
let's talk offline. I'll call you right after this. I'll call you right.
But
Yeah,
that
I have
bottle
to
right
go. I
there.
have to
That
go because
bottle
I need to
is.
take care of my patient.
Do what you gotta do. We'll talk. But that bottle is amazing, and I will say this additionally as we're closing out.
Yes.
Um, sometimes in whatever space you're in, you're gonna create products like this aesthetically for marketing purposes, which is fair. What I'm saying is that you have to taste those, and I mean specifically the rosé, cause but
That's champagne.
when I tell you 100%, we needed to Uber out of the Xerjoff event. Obviously, we weren't driving, so we needed Uber anyway. But
Thank you.
we had
Thank you.
enough
Thank you.
Xerjoff champagne, rosé specifically. When they came around, I was like, with the rosé ones, give me the rosé one. That rosé is fire, and the rosé scent is I've been waiting for over a year. Like I have hit up Rafa in the past and be like, when is the rose dropping? Because I thought because we tried it last year that it was gonna be a quick
Available.
drop.
Yep.
It wasn't, and I've been waiting for this to be available for a while. I'm absolutely gonna cop the full presentation of this one. It's a beautiful fragrance across the board. And I'm just glad it's available. I need to obviously be at the next Xerjoff event to get a bottle of,
Wait a minute, Raf.
to
Wait
get
a
a
minute.
bottle of that in my hand. But yeah,
Yeah,
fire stuff.
yeah, it is. It is. Like I said, it goes to show you one more time for whoever's gonna watch the repeat.
Uh-huh.
That Sergio doesn't follow trends. Sergio doesn't create stories out of nowhere, like with no essence of a story.
Uh-huh.
A story is a true story. So they create a perfume on base of this kind of champagne.
Look at that. And the champagne was amazing, guys.
then they create the first perfume on base of this champagne. So it's a true story. You know, it's not
That
like no, it's like Tony Iommi. Sergio Momo is friends with Tony Iommi. So Sergio Momo is friends with Brian May, Queen. You know, they're friends with Duran Duran. You know, the
Hey,
wife.
Xerjoff, Sergio specifically, actually has a track with Tony, right?
Two,
Two tracks. Like
two tracks. And the funny,
talk about
you
being
know what is the
mentally
funny part?
enough.
Like, what you know what is the funny part? Like, people doesn't get it. Like,
uh-huh.
Tony Iommi hasn't recorded since the last music that he put out with Black Sabbath. That was the number 13. That was the last how you call disc that they created.
Yeah,
So
their final release.
the final release. So
Yeah.
Tony Iommi came out and made this riff for the first video, and for the second video he made another riff. So those are the last two pieces that Tony Iommi created in his career.
That's crazy.
So I made it with Sergio. Why? No, because because they're friends. And Tony Iommi, believe it or not, and his whole family, I know his daughter, they're trans addicts. They love perfumes. They
That's
know about
awesome.
perfumes. And when I talk to her, she is very nice people, and they're into perfume. It's not like, hey, you want to sell a perfume? Let's do a contract.
Yeah.
Same thing with Duran Duran. They know because of the wife of the lead singer Simon Le Bon is friends with Sergio and the team in London, because she used to
Nice.
go to the sixth floor at Harrods. So everything is connected and everything is like true. It's not a created story. It's no marketing. No, no, no.
Right.
It has to be a marketing campaign, but on top of a collaboration that is true. There's a friendship before the collaboration. So that's
Nice.
why Sergio doesn't follow trends. They created their
They
own
do the
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And just to
Trendsetters.
be sure, the Durang Durang was those bright bottles, right? Like the
The
psychedelic
green,
colors,
the
right?
purple,
Yeah,
the
okay.
green, the
The
green, the
green, the
pink,
pink.
the black, and the black bottle.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. I'm just trying to make sure
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's Sergio.
Rafa, quick
Mhm.
message. It looked like you need to be rated, like though. Like your collection.
He got too many bottles.
Yes,
He got too many.
I would just like have 5 from your collection.
5.
I'll take another 5.
Oh, he takes out of.
I'll take
I
the other
just take
5.
5 from yours.
You
I
take
would
5.
just
I
like
take
to
5.
play
You said
scent
bottles?
of the day in your collection. Oh God, you see what I mean? I would just
Empty
like to
bottles.
complete scent of your day in your collection.
This is all via Kaburs. Empty.
Hey, we need some we need I need you to show us some babies because listen, I will say this. I'm a collector, and I think it's important to differentiate fragrance lovers from fragrance collectors because you can enjoy fragrance and not want to have a collection where we're a little bit of both. We love fragrance as a whole,
Yeah.
but we like to have a collection also. The same way if somebody collects comic books, baseball cards, I collect because I like my presentation that I have here. Xerjoff has a lot of amazing fragrances and bottle presentations that add to a collection. This house as a whole is amazing. Obviously, my guy Rafa over here recognized that way before a lot of people did and found himself in a very, very great space where when a lot of people weren't, and rightfully so, should have been talking about Xerjoff, he made a point to put them prominently in a space where in social media people can identify this house as what it was with the Xerjoff that's Amore. And I mean, realistically, did I hear about Xerjoff previously? Yes, the name.
Yeah.
To understand the nuances and how special they were, it took Xerjoff's Amore. And again, I'm not a person who's beyond. I'm giving credit to people. Um, I didn't even know about Xerjoff's Amore until my boy Joe
So.
from Unaverage Joe was like, this guy knows all the Xerjoff stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, let me check him out. Because at that point, I had just picked up Italica and Naxo. I think I had like 4 or 5
Yeah.
fragrances. And I was becoming a fan of the house. And Joe told me about your page. And I checked out your, which is how we got connected. I was like, I want to do a Xerjoff
Yeah.
live. Because
I
Jessica,
remember when we did the
Jessica
live.
had a
Yes.
lot of Xerjoffs.
And
I
you were
hasn't,
right there.
and I reached out on a whim, like, I don't know this guy, he don't know me, but I'm gonna just hit him up and see.
And that was a
Hey,
beautiful live.
we want to talk about Xerjoff. You're the guy who knows everything.
Yep.
Can we get you on? And he was more than willing, and I thought it was a great introduction for everybody who watches our page to get a better understanding of Xerjoff as a whole. And ever since then, it's been a great connection. And if you enjoyed this content so
Thank
far,
you.
just know there's more Xerjoff fire on the way. Rafa is the plug, and he's about to let us know some more fire with that new rosé.
Just know that, listen, if you don't listen to me before, listen to me now. When I
Now,
tell
right.
you, okay, you're gonna need this one. P13.
You are, but also show the other one.
Oh no. I have it. I have it in my hand.
Okay.
But listen to what I'm saying.
All right.
You see where it's at? P13. There you go, Rafa. Thank you so much.
I want to do a thing. I want to do a thing. I want to do a thing like a month from now where we come back to this
I see which
conversation,
one is it.
and I'm sure Rafa can get this information real time. Which one sold out first?
Listen, even if I have to pay you, Rafa, for 10 ml of
No, listen.
P13, nuh-uh.
Okay. That's a different. But I want to come back to this conversation in about a month, and let's talk about which one sold out first.
First,
18 or 13?
I could tell you it's gonna be P13. You know why?
No, you can't tell me
I
that.
can tell you that.
You can tell me what you
Listen,
think. You can tell me what you
in
think.
my
Nah, I don't know.
Well,
humble opinion.
Today, coincidentally, I have my meeting of the month with the team.
Uh-huh.
And one of the questions that I asked was,
Uh-huh.
which one is
Of
actually
course.
Go
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They,
Tell them. No.
they just told me like they're equally going. So there's one day that it goes
Okay.
13,
Okay.
there's one day that it goes 18. The 7 is the one that is kind of hard, but it's still catching up. So yeah, it's like all of them, they're above 100. That's all I can say.
I do want to say one thing for anybody watching, right? And this is, you've heard if you watch the whole live, and I know
Yeah.
only the true fragrance lovers are watching the whole live. If you just heard that information, right? And I immediately go to like an analytic mind. Why is 70 behind 13 and 18? Um, it might be a price point thing.
No,
But I'm
believe it or not, the 70s went more to Europe and the Middle East.
Always.
and again, sometimes and I'm one of those people, we gauge fragrances on the notes we're reading. I know I like ambers. I know I like oud. I know I like, and when we don't see the notes we like, we go with the other way.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna tell you is this definitively, that 70, the performance you will get out of 70. And if you're already prone to fresher, citrusy fragrances, please do not get a sample. Just get try it, because what you're missing, what you can never get in smelling the fragrance yourself, what you're gonna get from from a review. Like we can talk about it for hours,
Yep.
but you're gonna know what you
Yeah.
love smelling it. And
Yep.
I know that we spent a great amount of time talking about
Talking about these two.
13 and 18 based on preference,
There's a reason why.
and there is a reason why. But I'm telling you right now, the same way Decca's was in the shadow of Noxos for so long, even though Decca's is an independently amazing fragrance, 70 for everybody who loves a summertime fragrance, a springtime fragrance, a lighter
Yes.
representation of luxury fragrances that does not feel overbearing on skin and somehow lasts longer on skin than some of my favorite ambery fragrances. And to be honest, although I do love 18 more, and she loves 13 more, and Rafa loves 13 more, to this day, I stand on 70 outperforms both. But you need to like those more lighter
Try
citrusy
to wear
notes
70 just by no other perfume, just 70 by itself
by
alone.
itself.
Myself,
Yeah.
yes.
Try one day and you will see like wow, because I did a couple of times and I said
Yo,
the
the
first
next
And
day
that's
you smell it.
exactly what you did.
The next
That's
day
exact.
you can smell it on you.
That's
And I'm talking
exactly
about
like,
what he did.
yeah, it's tremendous
all day on
perfume.
skin.
And for example, there's a fan in Argentina. He
Mhm.
he was asking me like probably 20 questions about it to a point that I need to spray it because I need to give him my proper,
Yeah.
assessment of it because he's so passionate about leather that please tell me because I don't want to do it, but blindly. I said, listen, you should get a sample because it's a
Yeah.
leather. I know you're
Yeah.
a hardcore fan of leather, but this is not your typical leather, and it's a leather perfume, but it's not typical. So get a sample, and then I start telling him, describe the perfume, and he's like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna buy it. So we're not cheap to Argentina, but he has family here in America, so
Yeah.
they're gonna go to America and they're gonna send it to Argentina just because he's a fan of leather. So every single leather that we have in the lineup, he has it. So yeah, there you go. There's certain people that they actually appreciate it leather as much, and but when I compare to the other two, I prefer the other two because I have a bunch of leather perfumes. But
Yeah.
in terms of
Skin.
like aesthetics, the way that is actually they made the bottle, definitely P7 is the most beautiful one, and it's the most artistic one. It's the heaviest one, the most artistic one, and the most difficult to reproduce. P70. So in
That's
terms of
I mean, that does make a lot of sense because, like, in my experience, again, we've talked about our favorites in terms of scent profile, but in terms of performance, 70. I don't. There's not many. To be fair, across the board, and I'm talking about all Xerjoff fragrances. I don't know many fragrances that compete with the performance that 70 has. Like it's a beast. It's a
it is,
beast.
it is a
It's
beast.
really a beast. I love 18 more. I don't know that 18 can outperform 70 in terms of longevity. And
Yeah,
if your thing is longevity, and I hear that so much in reviews, I'll drop a video and the first question, how long does it last? How long? If your thing is longevity, and you like summery fragrances, lighter fragrances, citrusy fragrances, even green leaning fragrance, I'm telling you, try 70. You might find your new love.
but
Um,
believe it or not, P13 lasts forever on my skin the day after. And the
well,
P18
18
is
was
the one that
crazy
is,
on my skin as well. I don't want to
yeah,
go. I don't want to make this a battle between 18 and 13 because they're all good.
yeah, they're all good. That's what I'm saying. It all depends
Yeah,
on your pH, the
it just depends.
environment,
Yeah,
the weather. Because to me, the P18 lasts, but not as much as the P13 and P70, believe it or not. But like it is what it is. Some people
yeah. Everybody's different skins, all that. It matters.
different factors. Man, I
Yeah.
need to go because my patient is waiting for me, and it's
Yes,
almost
do your
three
thing,
hours.
brother. absolutely. Thank you very much for taking sheesh more. I was assuming this might be an hour. This definitely went way past about 3 hours. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time to mail us these samples. And expressing your experience with these fragrances as well as ours. Collectively in this open dialogue. And hopefully everybody watching gain something from it. We while the intent was to discuss these three specifically, we did get chance to talk about Torino 25 and some other hard hitters in the line that you absolutely should check out. So check out Xerjoff as a whole. And if you're not already following Xerjoff Das Amore, you should, because if you want to know more about Xerjoff, nobody knows more and with some advance notice than my guy Rafa over here. So definitely check out his page and whatever he doesn't tell you directly because you're not following, I'll let you know myself. But Rafa, I don't know if Nico will be back in time, but if you have any closing statements or anything you want to let the people know before we get out of here, please let them know now.
Just enjoy your perfumes. I noticed that many people, especially in live streams, in videos on YouTube, they're like collecting perfumes like a toys. They're not toys. They're actually meant to be used.
Wear
You
it.
you need to
Wear it.
wear it. If you don't want to
Yes.
wear it and you just want to keep it as a trophies, get samples then, and then start wearing your samples.
There you
Because
go.
like for example, if you want a full experience, you need to have this empty samples, but
Empty your samples.
your samples. So don't have it as a trophy. Wear it, because that's exactly how you wanna train your nose and also experience and make you hunt for more. What is
Yes.
next? So wear your samples, wear your bottles. Don't hesitate
Yeah,
to spread.
so anybody who's lasted this long has seen where this was when it started and where it's ending. I'm gonna finish this out because I'm gonna get a full bottle of this. This is 18, and
Maybe maybe 13 as well.
if you've been following the trends of this conversation, maybe 18 as well.
By the way,
Um,
for just for finish it up, if
yeah,
you never made a purchase on Sergio.com and you never sign up for the newsletter, you will receive a 10% coupon if you sign up for the newsletter, and you can use that 10% to buy this any of
get
these.
that.
And that's exactly how I did it to buy my P13.
I think I regret not opening with that. But there will be more lives, there will be more reviews, and we will. I'm gonna be sure to put that out early on the next one. But yes, there is, you want to use those little cut in the corners to get the best deal possible. Rafa, my brother, thank you very much for taking way more time than I thought I was going to take from you. But I appreciate it, and I'm sure all the viewers appreciate it as well. And we will be linking up very soon to talk about some of that rosé. Chef's kiss to that one. Um, y'all gonna love this one. If y'all love champagne inspired fragrances, like I said, even the original is not. This is my opinion. Not even close to this rosé. So
Yeah.
if you love that, get ready for a dope breakdown of that rosé because it's gonna be good.
All right. So,
All right,
talk
brother.
soon. Take it easy. Thank you for having me. Next
Bro,
time.
thank you for being here with us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Let me get this mouse working. All right, there we go.